Line up, guys, line up! Yes, yes, yes. Line up, guys, line up! A pleasant good morning, cycling fans and supporters. Welcome to the Weekend Warriors Sunday race held here on the 6th of October 2024. Folks, we have some about 45 miles of racing this morning. Weekend Warriors. The police is out, the officials are out, the cyclists are out. We want to welcome each and everyone to this beautiful Sunday morning here in the beautiful jewel of Belize. Folks, I know a lot of people in the city now are able, I hope that they charged up their phone last night, their power bank and buy their data because there's no electricity in the entire city of Belize. Current gone for 6 o'clock this morning. So who want to watch it will have to either drive up and have electricity and data, or they will have to charge up their phone, buy data and have their power bank ready. So we leave here in front of Old Belize, head towards Hattieville through the Boom Hattieville Road and to the Philip Gorson Highway and to the John Smith Road, head back to Hattieville and then back to Old Belize. So Mr. Crawford will give some information directly.
Morning, gentlemen. We have a rider from Old Belize. We are taking a right into Boom Hattieville Road, come back down on the Northern Highway, Airport Road, Link Road. The C want to take one left, come back to Old Belize, going to be about 36 miles. The A going up back to Hattieville, come back down and finish here for about 50 miles. The A have about 9 station prices. I want to tell you one of the station prices with a mile 12 and 3/4 by the Green Shop China by Los Lagos. That's $100. All the rest of station prices, all next 8, that's $50 each. C have 3 station prices and B have 4 station prices. There's a crane in the middle of, almost in the middle of the road at mile 7. So let's just take care. We have George and the police officer, the guide, along that way there. That's about it.
Yes, cycling fans, this morning, Big Bob Gabriel is here, smokes. The mic man, Mr. Lozano, the young brother of Athlete Lozano. We have Mr. Kano, we have Danny Dread, braving it. Morning, Danny. 2 Danny Dread and Danny Kano, and Tariq Kano. Going along. What, you have some man for, we have 2 man for UAE. Why 2 Apojacar teammates here? Mr. Usher and Hubert Johnson, both have one in UAE. Big Mr. Will, Hulky is here. Mr. Tun Butler, Adrian, Windell Skinny Vernon. Mr. Card is here all the way from New York. Quinton the Battles Hamilton, Tariq Flowers, Henry Moreira, the Big Pack. Mr. Tasha, Mr. Alvarado, Mr. Warren Cowie, Brandon Catus in the house. Brandon Catus is here. They're really sneaky Val on the back. And I think the whistle will blow off directly. I want to big up my driver, Mr. Rick Castillo. I want to big up the people bringing live into your living room. I want to big up Erdonis Bike Shop Chicago and 3.14 pies. You can reach him at 600 1522. And add those delicious pie. He also makes another pie. So folks, the race is about to get started. And the officials are waiting. There's the police. What did they do up the side there? They with Rick. I think Rick they try to get that cycle started for George, the official. So they try to get the cycle started. And then my driver will be back. Yes, the man also make pecan pie. I almost forgot the word just now, pecan pie. Feel free to share the live, folks, on this beautiful Sunday morning here in the Jewel of Belize. Remember, on the 3rd of November, in beautiful twin tongues of San Ignacio and Santa Elena, the tarmac comes alive as the wheel turns race will be held there in the beautiful twin tongues of San Ignacio and Santa Elena. I want to thank those folks from up there. And folks, remember, feel free. You have a fun when they watching live, and so if they donate only $2 towards it, it goes towards the cyclists. So make that race be a grand event. We'll have much more details as the week, as the time progress, and we'll update on all the prize being given, all the people who donate. Let's keep cycling alive in Belize.
It will work. It will work.
I want to say happy birthday to anybody celebrating their birthday today. And they are off, folks. They are off. They are off. Yes, we leave Old Belize on this beautiful Sunday morning, folks. Let's see who will go ballistic today. Good morning, guys. Good morning. That's the service crew for SPD. Yes, I'm here with my cousin Rick Castillo, bringing you live action into your living room on this beautiful Sunday morning, the 6th of October. I want to say good morning to my beautiful wife and my family. I know, like I mentioned, most of the cycling fan in Belize City, if you never buy data, if you never charge up a phone, if you have a power bank, you might miss the action. But you probably could go back on YouTube and check it out. Folks, as we leave the start line, already these guys are kicking up some 25 plus miles an hour as we head on the George Price Highway. You can see Hulky at the back, the stretch of line. So these guys are already flying, folks. They are already flying. This beautiful Sunday morning. Here's Hulky. There's Warren. There's Mr. Card. I can see Action Park, Hubert Johnson. You can see Henry Morera, Danny the Dread. Moving up there is Charles Leslie Jr. Folks, a beautiful morning already. 3 guys just off the front, 3 guys just off the front. We can see Mike Mann in hot pursuit. We can see about 2 SPD rider. We can see let's look at the Mike Mann, Stephen Jurgensen. 5 riders off the front. Brandon Catus, along with Mr. Tun, Smokes Gladden, Alvan Gillett, and Stephen Jurgensen and Mike Mann. These are the guys off the front. We just crossing the bridge. More riders making contact. Here comes Tariq Flowers and Henry Morera, seen early danger, folks, as we head up the George Price Highway on this beautiful Sunday morning, the Weekend Warriors Sunday race. We want to big up all the sponsors who are making this race possible today. We want to big up the people bringing it live into your living room. We want to big up Erdonis Bike Shop Chicago, D and the whole crew there, Rock Nation, Sean, Mr. Cat, and all the beautiful people here in Chicago. Arlen Kettle. Good morning, Arlen. I want to big up the Stuart and Roberto family. Some of the family are still here in Belize. Miss Dana, Miss Philippa. Hope you guys are enjoying your stay. I want to say good morning to Kevin Logan, Nigel Stuart Sr. Folks, Charles Leslie just made a bid for it, and he's been marked by Brandon Catus, Stephen Jurgensen, trying to close the gap. And these guys are going some 25 plus miles an hour. Yes, I want to say good morning to Mr. James Sanchez. I want to say good morning to Sweet Tea, Mr. Ruben Rock, Ruben Martinez, Jacksonville supporter. Good morning. Mr. Antonio Catus there. All the folks in the Caribbean. And there's an attack by Tariq Flowers. Tariq Flowers on the attack. There's a crane in the road, so the guys have to be extremely careful. At mile 7, there's a crane, and it's Tariq Flowers on the attack. He's immediately been marked by Stephen Jurgensen, Daniel Cano, Henry Morera, and Revel Young trying to close that. Here comes Tyron Tasha closing the gap. The blaze is blistering. It's some 28 plus miles an hour as Tariq looking back to see what damage he have caused. The guys are stretched out on the tarmac, and Tyron Tasha going straight by. There's a crane. These guys are doing some work on the electricity line. I think they're putting on new poles. Big up BL. These guys are doing, maybe they're not contractors. Yeah, they're removing some old posts and putting some new posts. Yes, again, folks, a pleasant good morning to all you cycling fans again. Like I said, this is beautiful Belize. I want to shout out my friend here. It's Kirsten Sibaranes, Terry Garden, the whole Alfred Parks Memorial family. Miss Rita, good morning. Good morning, Lincoln, Carol, Eckert, the crew from the Ashton Clothing. We make our way towards mile 8. And Stephen Jurgensen and the pace, being followed by Daniel Cano, Tariq Flowers, Tyron Tasha, Valan Sims, and Henry Morera, ever dangerous Henry Morera. Folks, we witnessed an exciting race last week. The Guns King of the North, won by Goran Gabriel. It was an open race. And we also saw the World Championship where our very old Corey Williams took part, put Belize on the map, representing the Jewel. He was out front for a short while, and everybody know the world champion is the best of the best, the best riders from the world. So the world champion is the hardest race in cycling, and we must give Corey his flowers. Those passing riders working out on the highway. Yes, we approach mile 8, and still 6 riders up front, being led by Valan Sims on the pace, being followed by Henry Morera, Stephen Jurgensen, Daniel Cano, Tariq Flowers, and Tyron Tasha. Once again, bigging up the people, bringing live into your living room. We want to big up Erdonis Bike Shop Chicago, and 3.14 pies. You can reach him at 600-1522, or you can hook him up on Facebook. Yes, as we approach on WhatsApp, you can also reach him at WhatsApp and WhatsApp too. Yes, we approach just the mile. I think there's a prize there at mile 8, and I think Valance got that prize. Now on the pace, we have Henry Morera as we make our way around the boat. We head towards Hattieville. There is Mr. Santiago, the One Love food truck, George Abraham, taking care of the traffic. I want to say good morning to all the cycling fans, wherever you are. Again, like I said, the folks in the city, if you don't have data, if you don't have your phone charged, you will not be able to see the live, because the whole city electricity shut down from 6 o'clock this morning. Here it's all the way until 12, and this race will come to its conclusion before 12 o'clock. Yes, we have a little headwind as we head towards mile 9 here on the George Price Highway heading towards Hattieville. Folks, I want to shout out Mr. Oswald Bowman. He's having a gala for the living legend in cycling. So he said, let's honor the riders before they pass. So I want to big up Mr. Oswald Bowman. All the details there, I want to share all the details. I know it's in January, and he will have the price of the tickets. So get those tickets and support the living legend. Big up yourself, Oswald Bowman, there in New York. The whole New York crew. We know we have Laddie Daddy, the crowd up there. It's a Ricky Pine, Terry, Godwin Terry. And so the guys, they share the prize. I hear shouting. They say, well, just get the prize. And these 6 guys are blazing a trail. They are going totally ballistic. Henry Morera on the pace as we approach mile 9. He's been followed by the Mike Mann, Steven Jurgensen, Tariq Flowers, Daniel Cano, Valan Sims, and Tyron Tasha. This is a race put together by the chairman of the Weekend Warriors, Mr. Troy Gab Jr. Big up yourself. Yes, folks, we make our way towards just past mile 9, heading towards mile 10. Folks, and I remember coming up the 3rd of November as the wheel turns race. Remember, feel free to donate to the cause. You know, these guys are the gladiators on the road, and we want to give these guys some nice prizes. Second fly will come out in a week with all the details, the prizes, the station prizes, the special prizes. And I know that some of these guys will have an opportunity to win because some of the big guns of cycling will be out. I know quite a number of the G-Flow riders will be gone, along with Carlton Robinson and Joe Fanny Lovell. So somebody have an opportunity to win a nice race. Let us see if the G-Flow will survive with their big guns out. And it will be held in the beautiful twin tongues of San Ignacio and Santa Elena. We want to big up the mayor, the councillor, Mr. Lin, for allowing us to have this race in their backyard. Folks, a pleasant good morning to all you cycling fans again. If you just join us, this is the Weekend Warriors Sunday race. I think some beautiful station prizes are in this event too. $50 and $100. We want to big up all the sponsors. I'll have the chairman call the name of the sponsors when I have an interview with him at the end of this event. I want to big up my driver again, Mr. Rick Castillo. It's Tariq Flowers on the pace, doing some 26 miles an hour. As we head towards mile 10, 6 riders out front and a huge gap. These guys are definitely turning up the pressure this morning. Let us see if these 6 riders will ride all the way from start to finish, almost just after the bridge, the attack start and separation. So we'll slow down a bit and see how far the group is. We approach mile 10 here on the George Price Highway. So it seems that these 6 riders are riding like a team, sharing the pace, sharing the prizes. Given names of other riders, I know Brandon Catus is at the back. They're one of the big guns, Big Bob Gabriel. So let us see if there'll be some more attacks. Just over mile 10, 6 riders still out front. We have made the main field. Once again, big up the people bringing live into your living room. Big up Erdonis Bike Shop Chicago and 3.14 pies. You can reach him at 600 1522, or you can reach him on Facebook and WhatsApp. All those are delicious pies, lemon and pecan pies. As the riders disappear in the distance, we await the main field of riders who are still not able to catch up to us. We're on the curve here at mile 10 and a half. And this beautiful Sunday morning, clear skies, nice and warm. And here comes, and if a few riders will see as soon as they make their way into the frame of the camera. I want to say good morning to Mr. G, Mr. Guns. Here comes another group of riders, Mr. Alvarado, Smokes Gladden. It's 6 more riders, 6 more dangerous riders. So if that crowd don't play, if that crowd messed around back, they will get low to smithereens, folks. 6 riders in this group. We have Smokes Gladden, Big Bob Gabriel, Windell Skinny Vernon, Philton Butler, Nigel Alvarado rides for LF & Sons. Who else we have there? We have Kenneth Butler. So father and son here. Kenneth Butler riding excellent for his age. I think Kenneth is over 60. So Kenneth riding awesome, smokes gun on the front. And you can see the 6 riders right up from these guys are driving the pace. Yes, here comes Bob Gabriel on the pace now, being followed by Kenneth Butler, Windell Skinny Vernon, Philton Butler, Nigel Alvarado. We see 2 riders trying to come across. 2 riders trying to come across, get the names of those riders. So we have 6 riders, we have 6 here and 2 about to join. Here comes Hulky, Ryan Bradley, riding for Whatever Boys, along with Quinton, the baddest Hamilton, have joined. So it's a pack of 8. This race have been blown to smithereens, folks. Riders are scattered all over the tarmac. If those guys at the back don't try to come across, that's it. That will be the race. These 8 riders can see the 6 riders up front, and these are the creme of Weekend Warriors. So we'll catch that field at the back as we head towards Hattieville on this beautiful Sunday morning. This race been put together by the Weekend Warriors. It's a Dry Cap Junior. Want to big up all the sponsors who made this race possible. Still awaiting the main field of riders. So we have 6 riders, we have 8 riders. On this beautiful Sunday morning. Big up the crew there in the Cayman Islands. The LA crew, Charles Mosiah and the whole crew, Mr. Fred. The crew in Houston, Raja Bryant, Carrie Stone, and that whole crowd. Mr. Darwin Richardson there in Japan. Joel Boland in Taiwan. So this is getting, these guys definitely getting dangerous. Still await the 3rd group on the road. Give you some names and then we'll move up. Here comes Adrian Williams. Adrian Williams has been followed by Alvan Gillett, Charles Leslie Jr., Grevel Young, Anthony Toon, Alex Pratt. These guys are digging deep, trying to close the gap. Adrian Williams going ballistic, trying to close the gap to the 8 riders up front. More riders. This race have definitely been blown to smithereens. Riders scatter all over the tarmac. Look at the long line of vehicle there. So it's a 4 group now. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 group, and here comes the last group, the peloton as we call it, making their way towards us. And it's Hubert Johnson on the pace, followed by Big Mr. Will, Mr. Card, Mr. Usher, Danny. We can see Philip Leslie, Taricano, Brandon Gattuso, Warren Cowie. And at the pace these guys, these guys won't make it back. If this is the way how they will pace. You can see riders scatter. We see Charles Leslie Jr. have last contact with that group. Warren Cowie, we can see Sheridan Lozano, Colin Mejia, and Brandon Gattuso seen a danger, jump out of the group, trying to close. Riders scatter all over the tarmac, folks. We're heading towards just past mile 12, heading towards mile 13. So these are the most of the older guys at the back. Don't think these guys will make it back. This place is blistering. As we move up, there is Sheridan Lozano trying to close that gap. Charles Leslie definitely in some spot of bother. He's been caught by riders and been dropped. Sheridan Lozano trying to go across. Here comes Charles Leslie Jr. He's no longer with that group. And riders scatter all over the tarmac. Folks, a pleasant good morning. These guys are going ballistic out here. Folks, we are coming up on Action Park, and Colin Mejia trying to close the gap. There's Warren Cowie. I've caught up to that group along with Philip Leslie. Philton Butler have last contact to Philton Butler is he have been cut and pass, and we can see Gravel Young trying to close the gap. OMG, these guys are blowing each other apart out here on the George Price Highway. We head towards mile 13. We are coming up on the two riders. I think this is Adrian Williams and Alvan Gillett, who are trying to close the gap to the riders just in front. Just about to make contact with the two riders here. Alvan Gillett waving at his riders to wait on him. Alvan Gillett waiting for he's waving his arm. Bob is looking back. I think Bob will try to, bring back Alvan. There's Alvan and Adrian Williams. These guys are going, you can look in the face, these guys are going some 26 plus miles an hour. Bob looking back for his team owner. We pass mile 13. I'll give you a name. Bob is still looking back to see where Alvan is asking him to slow down, to wait. But Bob is trying to stay in contact with the guys. Let us give you the names of these guys. We have here Wendell Skinny Vernon. We have Hulky. We have Quinton Ebal Samilton. We have Mr. Butler. Yeah. So Bob Gabriel being a super domestic today, waiting on Alvan Gillett. Yes, as we move up to this crowd, we have Quinton Ebal Samilton riding for Running Rebels. We have Nigel Alvarado riding for Elephant Sons. Kenneth Butler, Team Butler. Hulky rides for Whatever Boys. Hulky is Mr. Bradley. Wendell Skinny Vernon rides for Stinners. Smokes Gladden riding for SPD. Smokes looking back for Bob. Bob have slowed down to wait on his team owner. We can see the 6 riders up front. So these riders are closing the gap, and they are still doing some 25 plus miles an hour in a headwind. As we make our way towards Hattieville, we make a right onto the Boom Hattieville Road. Folks, this race have been blown to smithereens as riders are scattered all over the tarmac. You can look in the face, you can see the pain, the suffering these guys are going through. So let us see if Brandon Catus will make it back. I don't think Brandon Catus is in excellent condition, guys. I don't think he might miss this break. As Butler waves his hand and tell Alvarado to move up. They are looking at each other, see who will pace. Quinton Hamilton pulls off the pace, looking back. Smokes Glen also slowing down to wait on Alvan Gillett. We have a SPD rider up front in the likes of Balan Sims. Folks, we are with the second group here on the George Price Highway in the Weekend Warriors Sunday race, folks. What a beautiful day here it is in the Jewel, Belize, Central America. Again, we want to big up the people bringing it live into your living room. We want to big up Erdonis Bike Shop Chicago, and the whole crowd there at the bike shop. We want to big up 3.14 Pies. You can reach him at 600 1522, or you can get him on Facebook and WhatsApp. Those delicious pies. You can also get them at Save You. You can buy your slices at Save You past mile 14 here on the George Price Highway on this beautiful Sunday morning. Welcome to all our cycling fans. And here comes, look at it, the SPD drop back for their boss, and he's here. Alvan Gillett have made contact along with Adrian Williams from Whatever Boys. So the two mighty power from the SPD, Bob Gabriel and Smokes Gladden, dropped back and brought their boss back into the fold. Yes, so 6 riders. We have about 10 riders chasing. I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. About 9 riders, and straight. The SPD boys straight on the front. So we have 3 SPD here, 1 up front. So Smokes Gladden on the front, taking over the pace now is Bob Gabriel, being followed by Mr. Hulky, Mr. Bradley, Kenneth Butler, Alvan Gillett, Adrian Williams, Nigel Alvarado, Wendell Skinny Vernon, and these guys are definitely, look at Bob as he goes ballistic. Yes, Bob on the pace doing some 27 plus miles an hour as he closed the gap to the 6 riders up front. Bob Gabriel giving his all. Bob on the front, driving the pace, trying to take his team back. Bob Gabriel all out war out here. He have taken flight, folks. As you can see, the guys, he can reach out and touch Bob Gabriel and a monster gear driving it almost some 30 miles an hour as we head into Hattieville. Bob Gabriel on the front asking for no help. On his wheel is Mr. Bradley, being followed by Kenneth Butler. Big up to Mr. Kenneth Butler at 60 plus and riding at this awesome speed. Yes, some 29 miles an hour. Bob Gabriel turning up the heat. Yes, he have taken flight, folks. He have gone totally ballistic. Yeah, he pulls off. Adrian, Mr. Bradley taking over the pace. Hulky, followed by Butler, Alvan Gillett, Adrian Williams, Nigel Alvarado, Wendell Skinny Vernon, Smokes Gladden, and Quinton the Balsam here. We make a right onto the Boom Hattieville Road. Let us see if these guys will join up to the 6 riders up front. I know we had, let me see if I can remember who are up front. We have Valance Sims, we have Henry Moreira, Steven Jurgensen. Who the next guys in? Tariq Flowers. 4, one more rider. I'm trying to make our way back to the front of the race so we could give you the names. But these guys are closing the gap with every pedal stroke on the front. We have Adrian Williams and Hot Pursuit being followed by Nigel Alvarado. Folks, they can see the riders. It's just about under 10 seconds gap. Under 10 seconds gap. These guys are flying today. It's almost like close to 50 miles of racing on this beautiful Sunday morning. Quinton Hamilton rallying on the troops as we make our way through the Boom Hattieville Road. Now Smokes Gladden on the pace, being followed by Bob Gabriel. Here goes Bob Gabriel again. Bob Gabriel on the front. Bob Gabriel looking back, long lines as he turns up the pace, some 28 miles an hour. He can see the riders will make contact in a short while, so we'll stay right here with them until they make contact. Bob Gabriel, we can see the riders going around the curve. Bob Gabriel, Taron Tash is one of the riders up front. And I think the guys, they try to dig deep, trying to make these guys don't make it back, but Bob Gabriel seen them, he's seen the prey. Bob Gabriel turning up the pressure, being followed by Hulky, Wendell Skinny Vernon, Adrian Williams, Kenneth Butler, Nigel Alvarado, Alvan Gillett, Smokes Gladden, and Quinton the baddest Hamilton. Folks, what a pleasant good morning to all you cycling fans in Belize and across the world. Welcome to racing here in Belize. I want to big up my driver, Mr. Rick Castillo, and I want to big up all the fans tuning in, all the sponsors who made this race possible. It's still Bob Gabriel on the front as he looks back, shove a little arm. Hulky not able to hold the pace of Bob Gabriel. Now he's on the front, followed by Kenneth Butler, Alvan Gillett. These guys are going some 27 plus miles an hour. We head towards the prison here on the Boom Hattieville Road. We go all the way to the Philip Wilson Highway. We make a right onto the Philip Wilson Highway, a right onto the Airport Road, left onto the John Smith Road, and then back to Hattieville, and then make a turn around the roundabout and head to Old Belize, where the race will come to its conclusion, folks. Yes, the pace is blistering, the gap is closing. Henry Moreira is the other rider up there. Yes, Henry Moreira is the other rider up that side. So we have 6 riders up front, and with every pedal stroke, these guys are closing the gap. Those are 6 powerhouse up front. Yes, 6 powerhouse up front. They're driving the pace. They don't want these guys to make it back, but Smokes Gladden on the front, trying to close that gap. Smokes Gladden being followed by Quinton de Balsamton, Wendell Skinny Vernon, Adrian Williams, Bob Gabriel, Hulky, Kenneth Butler, Alvan Gillett, and Nigel Alvarado, just passing in front of their prison, their Belize Central Prison. Yes, man, morning. Yeah, I want to officially say that's it. It's over for the back road. These are all the big fish up front, a lot of big fish up front. You know, Brandon Catus miss out on that. And even this crowd, you know, you look like they want least separation. It's Smokes Glen on the front. Yes, they are closing the gap with every pedal stroke. I see one rider off the front, or two riders off the front of that 6. So if the guys continue like so, they will break that crew at the front. So if these guys continue to cooperate, they will definitely catch these guys. Now it's Wendell Skinny Vernon on the front. Wendell Skinny Vernon being followed by Adrian Williams, Kenneth Butler, Alvan Gillett, Big Bob Gabriel, Nigel Alvarado, Hulky, Smokes Gladden, and Quinton de Balsam sitting at the back. I think Quinton, they say he don't want to help because he right up there in front where he sure could beat all in the likes of Tariq Flowers. And we can see the riders just up front, yes, on the pace now. Adrian Williams driving the pace. Adrian Williams stepping up the pace to some 28 miles an hour, folks. There are the riders just up front. In a short while, these guys might make contact. And we don't want to go up front and cause some kind of interference, so we stay right behind these guys. If the gap pry open, then we'll move up to the Tech Delta course, the front of the race, where 6 riders have breaking clear early in this race. And these are some heavy hitters trying to close the gap on the pace. Alvan Gillett taking over the pace now. Bob Gabriel. As soon as Bob Gabriel go on the pace start to pick up. It's some 29 miles an hour. Bob Gabriel heading through the Boom Hattieville Road. And this beautiful Sunday morning, beginning up my driver, Mr. Rick Castillo. Look, watch out, Baba come out, Kenneth Butler. Baba drop from the man, so they tell you the pressure. Big respect to this, watch out. No, it's not. Why? The man can take some suffering. I must say that about Mr. Kenneth Butler. He will give his all. He will suffer. And like I said, Bob now on the front, going 29 miles an hour. Bob Gabriel, as he wind up that gear to close the gap, we can see the riders are getting bigger and bigger. Now it's something like about 8 seconds gap to the riders up front. Bob Gabriel trying to close that gap. So we go up front to it's Bob Gabriel. Bob Gabriel driving the pace. Look at Bob. You can see them. His eyes is fixated on the riders like like their prey. Bob Gabriel driving it some 30 miles an hour. Look at Wendell Skinny Vernon on his wheel. Hulky, Smokesland and the other riders. SPD all out, war out here today as Bob closes the gap with every pedal stroke. Now it's down to about 6 seconds, some 6 seconds. So you have closed. Bob driving it, closing the gap to the lead 6 riders. Bob Gabriel, he pulls off. Wendell Skinny Vernon on the front. Wendell Skinny Vernon not able to hold the pace as fast as Bob, but he's definitely giving his shot at it. Here comes Hulky, followed by Smokes Glen. These guys are flying. They are going totally ballistic out here on the Boom Hattieville Road. They can see their prey right in the distance. They are closing the gap. Yes, the gap is being closed with every pedal stroke. It's now some 5 seconds. They have closed. Again, the guys at the front are pushing it hard, but these guys are coming like a freight train. They have taken flight. They can see the riders just up front. And in a short while, they will make contact. If they continue on this trend, they are working like a well-oiled chain. So it's like a team pursuit. Crowd up front is trying to push it, and this crowd at back, give it all. So let us see who will be the winner out of this. Yes, the 6 riders. The gap is some 5 seconds, just about 5 seconds. Smokes Gladden on the front, followed by the tall figure of Nigel Alvarado riding a monster gear. Rides for Elephant Sons. I know Carrie Stone, Roger Brand, Mr. Flowers, and all these guys are tuning in. Big up to the LA crew again. Big up to our Mexican friends or Guatemalan friends on this beautiful Sunday morning, folks. Again, big up the people bringing it live into your living room. We want to big up Erdonis Bike Shop Chicago, and the whole crew there. What a big up 3.14 pies. You can reach him at 615.22 or you can get him on Facebook and WhatsApp, under those digital spies. Folks, the gap is closing. It's only about 4 seconds now. 4 seconds, 4 seconds. We can see the guys on the side having a pouch water, servicing their riders. Adrian Williams ride for Whatever Boys on the front, followed by Kenneth Butler, Team Butler, Windell Skinny Vernon, Stinners, Mr. Bradley, Ryan Bradley, aka Hulky, ride for Whatever Boys. So we have 2 Whatever Boys in the mix. We have Alvan Gillett, we have Bob Gabriel, we have Smokes Gladden, and we have Nigel Alvarado and Quinton and Balsamino sitting at the back. Quinton Hamilton have not contributed, but Quinton say, I have no need to chase. I have my man up there who I know have full control. Yes, the gap is closing. The gap is closing. They're about to make contact. So just a few more miles and they will make contact. So we'll stay right here and so this guy make contact, and it's be see who will make a new attack. I believe Quinton Hamilton probably give a go at it. He's sitting on. He have fresh legs, and so Smokes is telling until Alvan get on the pace. But Alvan look like have the legs. Alvan coming taking the place of Alvan is Bob Gabriel. Bob Gabriel back on the pace, dancing out of that saddle. Bob Gabriel seeing the riders. Bob taking up the chase, being followed by Smokes Gladden, Nigel Alvarado. These are the big towers there, kind of lone tall riders. Bob Gabriel, Smokes Gladden, Nigel Alvarado. These are 3 big guys cranking over those gears. Bob Gabriel stepping up the pace. It's now about just over 3 seconds. The gap is closing. The gap is closing, folks. As we make our way through the Boom Hattieville Road, a lot of suffering. You can see. Look at Butler again. Still seeing man. His mouth is wide open. I hope no concuss now fly down the throat. Ken Butler giving a go. Kudos to Ken Butler. There's Ryan Bradley, Windell Skinny Vernon. Face of concentration, yes, face of concentration, no smile, no talking, and now it's Smokes Gladden on the front as he goes ballistic, as he closes the gap to the 6 riders up front. Smokes Gladden on the pace, followed by his teammate Bob Gabriel. These 2 guys are like single-handedly taking on the group up front. They know they have Valance Sims up front, but they don't trust Valance Sims. As they can see, those riders up front are trying to pry open this gap. We have Henry Moreira, Tariq Kano, Tariq Flowers. We have Steven Jerkson, the mic man. We have Tyron Tasha. We have Valance Sims. I believe those are the riders. The gap is closing. The gap is closing with every pedal stroke. Bob Gabriel, Kelso Hard. These guys are starting to separate at the back here. The massive, the hard pacing of Bob Gabriel almost destroyed this field at the back. Bob Gabriel. Now it's Adrian Williams. Yes, it's only just over 2 seconds gap. Over 2 seconds gap. These guys are almost making contact. Adrian Williams, Whatever Boy, is coming all the way from San Ignacio. Come here to the city to bring you guys entertainment. Folks, again, want to mention that on the 3rd of November, we'll be live there in the beautiful twin tongues of San Ignacio and Santa Elena as the Real Turns race. Annual as the Real Turns race will be in San Ignacio and Santa Elena. We want to big up the twin tongues. We want to big up the mayor. We want to big up the councillor for having us use San Ignacio for have this annual race, and the fans there are very welcoming. San Ignacio is so beautiful, and the fans could line the course as the riders make their way around the course and keep the fans entertained. Smokes Gladden driving, it's only 2 seconds gap. Smokes Gladden all alone looking to close that gap, and the guys then slow down, and Smokes Gladden is driving over. Smokes Gladden Coke? Somebody said some fans send a Coke for me, so I could drink some Coke when I get through. And Smokes Gladden is riding all over by himself. Smokes Gladden about to make contact. Smokes Gladden can see the riders up front. Smokes Gladden, the sole rider from this group at the back, about to make contact to the 6 riders. We can see them is Tariq Flowers on the front, followed how far? 2 minutes and a half. The crowd is at the back. We are not able to stay with that group. We're on a least small motorcycle, so we were unable. This is where all the excitement is. This is where these guys are going ballistic. Smokes Gladden trying to close that gap all alone. Yes, we see Mike Man pulling off the pace as Smokes Gladden about to close that gap. close and we head towards Fresh Pond shortly. It's Smokes Gladden. Smokes Gladden all alone. He came from that group at the back, and we can see the 6 riders. Total concentration. Smokes Gladden flying up the highway through the boom. There is Andy Bennett servicing his team. Stinners. Yes, Smokes Gladden with only a second and a half. He's about to make contact, and I believe the other group will. Oh, Mr. Daniel Cano is the other rider up there. Mr. Daniel Cano, I forgot about Mr. Daniel as we reach closer. Daniel Cano, the other rider that I missed out. So we have the 6 riders up front. We have Andy Pace driving the pace right now. It's Henry Moreira, followed by Tariq Flowers. And Smokes Gladden is not able to close that gap. He shakes his head, the mouth is wide open, and these guys see that these guys are coming, and they decide to turn up the notch. Yes, Henry Moreira turn up the notch. He taken flight, and definitely Smokes Gladden shake his head. He's not able to make contact with these riders. Let us see if these guys will primary gap or the group will come and make it over. The 6 riders not allowing anyone to come across just like that. No, Tariq Flowers and the pace doing some massive 28 miles an hour. Tariq Flowers and the pace being followed by the Mike Man. We have Valan Sims, we have Tyron Tasha, Henry Moreira, and Mr. Daniel Cano. These are the 6 riders. We are in the front of the race. We head towards Fresh Pond. And the pace, Valan Sims won't push it hard because he knows he have about 3 teammates coming at the back, taking over the pace. Men in black, full black, looking stealth. That's Tyron Tasha rides for G-Flow. Yes, Tyron Tasha riding for G-Flow as we head towards Fresh Pond. We have Team Henry Moreira, Bundle of Joy. Yes, Henry Moreira back on his bike and doing awesome. He been riding awesome for the past few races. Henry Moreira and the pace, followed by Tyron Tasha, Daniel Cano, Tariq Flowers looking smooth. The Mike Man in that awkward position, but he's definitely putting in some power. I think something about his setting. I think the man will get more. If he get a good bike set, I think he would perform better. But he's shown that he have what it takes to be with these guys. And we have Valan Sims. Those are the 6 riders. And the pace, Tyron Tasha. And the gap open back a bit. The gap open up a bit. And these guys are sprinting. Let us see Mike Man will take that prize. Mike Man taking that prize there at Fresh Pond. And I think this one definitely caused some disruption for him sprinting for the prize. Tyron Tasha, it seems that, I don't know if they may make deal. So Tyron Tasha is not too happy, you could see. So Mike Man just out front, and with this the prize will cause the riders to come back because everybody's slow now. They have slowed a bit. It's Daniel Cano on the front as he makes his way back to Mike Man. They sprinted hard for that prize as we head towards Boom Bridge, passing that back of Boom, Tariq Flowers and the pace, followed by Valan Sims, Henry Moreira. Small gap. Look at the face. The man dig deep for the prize. The 2 riders who dig deep for the prize definitely feeling the effect. And Tariq Flowers and the pace as we head towards the Boom Bridge. As the 2 riders close the gap, 6 riders still up front. Tariq pulls off the pace. Folks, once again, bringing up the people, bringing it live into your living room. We want to big up Erdogan's Bike Shop Chicago. We want to big up 3.14 pies. You can reach him at 600 1522. Or you can get him on WhatsApp or Facebook. Get those delicious pies, lemon pies and pecan pies. You can also buy the pies, the slice of pies at Save You Supermarket. Folks, this is the Weekend Warriors Sunday race. Some 50 miles of racing. We left Old Belize this morning. Head up the George Price Highway, make a right turn onto the Boom Road, which we are on right now. We ride all the way to the Philip Golson Highway. We make a right onto the Philip Golson Highway and right onto the Airport Road and left onto the John Smith Road. And then we make a right onto the George Price Highway, head towards Hattieville and then back to Old Belize, where the race will come to its conclusion. Folks, the race is about to come together now. It's Bob Gabriel. It's only a second. These guys have made contact. Yes, Bob Gabriel and the pace as they about to make contact with the 6 lead riders. So now it's 6 and about 9 riders. So it's somewhere around 15 riders. 15 riders. John Burns in the mix, but John Burns is not a part of the race. So these guys have made contact. So now we have what, 4 SPD riders. Or yes, 4 SPD riders. So SPD have the numbers. Here we have Smokes Glen at the back, and they have made contact. So it's 15 riders now. 15 riders. Yes, yeah, Johnny. Yes, they have made contact, and immediately Alvan Gilly jump out. He's been joined by Henry Moreira. Yes, immediately as they made contact, Alvan Gilly jump out, and he's been joined by Henry Moreira. There is Stephen Jurgensen, Daniel Cano, Holkey, and the group of riders as we make our way through the boom. We're almost at the boom bridge, folks. Like I mentioned earlier this morning, the lights or the electricity went out from 6 o'clock. I think they are doing some service maintenance on the road, so they had to cut off the light from 6. So I think at 6 till 12. So I hope I make sure last night I charge up all my phone, all my batteries. You know, make sure I have spare backup batteries and enough data to bring you live action as we make our way through Boom Road. The 2 riders up front, Henry Moreira. Here goes Tariq Flowers on the attack. Tariq Flowers on the attack, being joined by Bob Gabriel, Quinton the Balls Hamilton, and the right on our wheel. Yes, Smokes Gladden, Adrian Williams, and Tariq Flowers. Riders are in deep trouble. Yes, riders are scattered all over the tarmac. They are in deep trouble as Tariq Flowers closing the gap to the 2 lead riders up front. Here goes Wendell Skinny Vernon, seeing the danger. These guys are all over the tarmac. There's Adrian Williams, my motorcycle man, confused and all. As they close the gap, Tariq Flowers closing the gap. They have dropped a bomb in this field of riders. Yes, and now up front, Tariq Flowers and the pace. He said, I won't take all these guys to the tape. Adrian Williams digging deep, trying to close that gap. Adrian Williams doing some 30 miles an hour as he closes the gap. Tariq Flowers pulls off. Look back, see the damage he have caused. We have here Tariq Flowers, Bob Gabriel, Alvan Gillett, Henry Moreira, Quinton Ebal Samton, Wendell Skinny Vernon, and Adrian Williams. Here comes the other riders as they make it up. We can see Nigel Alvarado, and immediately again on the front we have Alvan Gillett. So look at Nigel, mouth wide open. The man is sucked for oxygen. The man is pressure, but big up yourself. Nigel Alvarado rides for LF and Sons. I know Gary Stone and those guys are having fun. They are jumping up to see that their boy is here, you know, doing his thing. And on the outside, there goes Tyrant Tasha being marked by Smokes Gladden, folks. What a day here in the beautiful jewel of Belize. You know, I'm glad I'm a Belizean. All the war going on all over the world. You might just say Israel, Lebanon, you know, Russia, Ukraine, all these guys hitting each other with bombs, you know, innocent people dying. But we could have fun out here in Belize doing cycling races. So leave me right here in our beautiful jewel of Belize. I want to thank all you fans, yeah, who always tune in. There goes Tariq Flowers again. Tariq Flowers, this guy is getting back his form. He jumped across to those brakes like, you know, taking candy from a kid. Bob Gabriel, Adrian Williams, the mic man. You can see the pain in the face of the riders as Tariq Flowers blow past Henry Moreira and Valon Sims. And in hot pursuit, it's Bob Gabriel trying to control Tariq Flowers. Folks, all out war. These guys have some ballistic weapons out here today. as they take flight here on the Boom Hattieville Road on this beautiful Sunday morning. Look at the skyline. We want to big up the people bringing live again into your living room. We want to big up Erdonis Bike Shop Chicago, the Rock Nation, the whole crowd there. And there goes Valando Ali Attack. He's been marked by Henry Moreira. And we also want to big up 3.14 pies. You can reach him at 61522, or you can reach him also on Facebook and WhatsApp. Folks, these guys are hitting each other with sledge mal. It's Henry Moreira out front, followed by Valan Sims taking over the pace. Tyrant Tasha rides for G Flow. Smokes Gladden, SPD, Daniel Cano, Team Santinos, Alvangelit, SPD, Henry Moreira, Team Moreira, Bundle of Joy, Nigel Alvarado, Elephant Sons, Butler, Team Butler, Tariq Flowers, Running Rebels, Hulky, Whatever Boys, and on the front, driving the pace, keeping up high. Folks, you won't able to see the guys at the back. They have been blown to smithereens. They are over 3 minutes behind. We will not be able to go at the back there as the gap continues to open. We have the race is here with the 15 riders up front as we are just a stone's throw away from the Philip Wilson Highway. We are on the Boom Hattieville Road on this beautiful Sunday morning, bringing to you live action. And for the fans who are not able to see it, I'm recording it, so hope the phone hold the recording, and then I'll upload it to YouTube. And so the fans where have no internet, they can see it on YouTube or download it. Well, electricity not come on back until midday. So when electricity come back, I'll download it or upload it or whatever to YouTube. And Hulky have made an attack. Ryan Bradley made an attack. He have opened about 2 seconds and the main field of riders, but they will leave him out there to fry. And here goes Valan Sims doing a little sneaky move on the left hand side of the road. Immediately Tyrant Tasha seen that move. Henry Moreira, Smokes Gladden, Adrian Williams, Wendell Skinny Vernon, Nigel Alvarado, they all seen that move. Quinton de Balls Hamilton, Daniel Cano. And here goes Bob Gable going ballistic. Bob Gable, he been marked by Tariq Flowers. Yes, Bob Gable been marked by Tariq Flowers. He's looking back. Look at Tyrant Tasha all over his machine trying to close that gap. As they can see the one rider up front. And we can see Henry Moreira all over his machine. Henry Moreira, the guy there all over the road. Got my driver confused. Yes, Henry Moreira, Smokesland and Hot Pursuit. Folks, these guys are going ballistic like I said out here. Henry Moreira trying to close the gap to Hulky as we move towards the Philip Wilson Highway. We are almost just a stone's throw, and we're here with the lead rider. Mr. Bradley, aka Hulky, Ryan Bradley, and here comes Henry Moreira, made the back. Smokes Gladden, Adrian Williams, a gap to some riders at the back. Wendell Skinny Vernon, Tariq Flowers, and Bob Gabriel, some big hitters. A gap have been opened up. It's a bus into two. We have 7 riders up front, and Hulky dancing at that pedal. Yes, a small gap. Hulky out front, some 2 seconds. Bob Gabriel asking nobody want to work. The group have come back. We can see whoa, close, almost hit the wheel. And see Valan Sims closing up. Tariq Flowers is not happy for something. I don't know what it is. Not Tariq Flowers is not happy about something. We have Hulky up front being chased by Valance Sims, Henry Moreira going across, and they have come to a slow. Three riders up front. Hulky, Valance Sims, and Henry Moreira. Like I mentioned, SPD have the numbers, so SPD will hit them left, right, and center. And Ryan Bradley, aka Hulky, along with Valance Sims and Henry Moreira, blazing a trail here on the Philip Golson Highway. We head towards Ladyville. We'll make a right turn onto the airport road. Miss Cynthia must have cooked some nice food this morning at the restaurant. Your son, Sheridan Lozano, took part this morning, but he is with the back group. Banon Catus, also not here. Banon Catus saw him earlier this morning, and they are over 3 minutes behind. This is the Tech de la course, the front of the race. There's a prize coming up shortly. We can see the flag, and Ryan Bradley digging deep. He's looking back. Henry Moreira closing that gap to Hulky all pushing all out, and Henry Moreira caught up, and Hulky give up. Henry Moreira will take that station prize here in front of the supermarket. Yeah, Henry Moreira capturing that prize. There's Hulky. So Henry is looking good. I believe there's another prize there at in front of Los Lagos. Yes, George waving his hand, so it seems that I'm not sure if that the two prizes are for EA, but Henry Moreira passing the finishing line. Passing the line. There's George with his camera, and it's all Henry Moreira looking good. Henry Moreira coming out to war. We are here on the Philip Golson Highway on this beautiful Sunday morning, the jewel of Belize. We want to thank each and every one of you fans who are tuned in today on this beautiful Sunday morning. Here comes the two riders as they make their way over to Henry Moreira. We have Adrian with Ryan Bradley. And here comes Tariq Flowers. Tariq Flowers just pull up side when here, click. Man shift gear. He open a small gap. And the Mike man will try to close that gap. Yes, Tariq Flowers driving, asking for no help. And Stephen Johnson, aka the Mike man, trying to close the gap. There's Daniel Cano. Tariq Flowers driving the PS, being followed by Stephen Jerkins, aka the Mike man. Yeah, Stephen Jerkins have a funny paddling style, but he's definitely making use of that as he's caught up to Tariq Flowers. They're passing a young kid training on the highway. That's young Jaheim Lewis training on the highway. Two riders up front as we head towards Ladyville. It's Stephen Jurgensen rides for Stinners, and Tariq Flowers rides for and Tariq Flowers. Folks don't want to live on the body say, but they're not happy with a certain rider because they say they bring back the feel. OMG, it's fun when you're up and close and hear the conversation. We know that the group is coming back to these two lead riders. Here comes Daniel Cano, Valance Sims, Henry Moreira, Big Bob Gabriel, Adrian Williams, Alvan Gillett, Kenneth Butler, Tyron Tasha, Nigel Alvarado, Wendell Skinny Vernon. Yeah, it seems that they are showing that something happened to Alvan Bakwili, the shake, so maybe he have a broken spokes or something. Alvan Gillett and his new beautiful Pinarello machine, but the Bakwili wobble up, so I guess he have a broken spokes, but that didn't stop him for a ride. Quinton the Bell Hamilton and the other riders in this group. And it's all back together. Alvan Gillett and the pace. Alvan Gillett and the pace. Followed by Steven Jurgensen, Henry Moreira, as we make our way on the Philip Golson Highway heading towards Ladyville. 3 riders, small gap open up. Alvan Gillett driving the pace, doing some 25 miles an hour, followed by Steven Jurgensen and Henry Moreira. Folks, we are with the 3 lead riders on this beautiful Sunday morning, the 6th of October 2024. Look at this here, they fly by quick. Folks, remember the 3rd of November in the beautiful twin tongues of San Ignacio and Santa Elena. The tarmac comes alive as the Wheel Turns annual race will be held in the beautiful Twin Tongues. We want to big up the mayor here in Twin Tongues and the councillor, Mr. Lin, and the entire fans and supporters there in the beautiful Twin Tongues of Santa Elena and San Ignacio. Yes, that's Alvan, his back wheel, they tremble, so he definitely have some kind of issue. And the whole field have come back together. Quinton the Bell Hamilton, Bob Gabriel, Adrian Williams, they have come to a slow. And so it seems that Alvan will try to change the bike. Yes, Alvan waving to his service crew and try to change his bike. Let us see if he'll be able to stay in contact. One rider just a few seconds off the front, Steven Jurgensen, aka the Mike Man, just off the front as we head towards Ladyville. That's the main field of riders passing in front of Tubal. And the one rider, Steven Jurgensen, up front. The pace have slowed down to about 18 miles an hour. Yes, they have slowed down to 18 miles an hour. I think this is the best time for Alvan to change his wheel, change his bike, I mean. Again, bigging up the people bringing live into your living room. I want to big up Erdonis Bike Shop Chicago and 3.14 pies. You can reach him at 615.22, or you can get him on Facebook and WhatsApp. And others is a surprise. And there goes Tariq. There goes Tyron Tasha. He's been immediately marked by Smokes Gladden as we head into Ladyville. We are almost in front of the Lards Bank intersection. And the pace will pick up a bit. Henry Moreira and Tariq Flowers closing the gap, passing over this little bump, little separation. Wendell Skinny Vernon making his way over. Nigel Alvarado, that's the entrance to Lards Bank. Yes, that's the, just past the Lards Bank intersection. There's Bob Gabriel, small gap. And Bob Gabriel on the outside, Bob Gabriel on the outside, about to make contact with the other riders up front. Riders have been scattered all over the tarmac. Wendell Skinny Vernon, a small gap with a group. Bob Gabriel driving it, trying to make it over to because who the rider from there. So we have Henry Moreira, we have Smokes Gladden, we have Tariq Flowers in hot pursuit, one lead right up front. That's the rider Steven Jurgensen. Look at Bob all over his machine. Bob Gabriel closing the gap to the 2 lead these riders. These are some serious cat at the front, some serious cat. Tariq Flowers, Henry Moreira, Smokes Gladden, and here go Bob again. Bob have caught up, and immediately driving for the wheel of Tariq Flowers. Bob Gabriel looking back. Bob Gabriel, I guess, to get the signal to go. And Bob is driving. He's about to close the gap to Tariq Flowers. These are the big hitters. We can see who is coming. Is Henry Moreira in our rear view. Henry Moreira closing the gap and said, let's go. Henry Moreira looking good, folks. Henry Moreira looking good. As Bob Gabriel all over his machine. Here comes Smokes Gladden. Folks, it's getting heated up. Yes, these guys are taking off flight like a plane. Yes, Bob Gabriel trying to close the gap. Tariq Flowers almost on the wheel of Steven Jurgensen as we head towards the airport cutoff. We will make a right turn onto the airport road, then left onto the John Smith Road and head back to the George Price Highway and back to Hattieville, and then make the turn at the roundabout and head back to Old Belize, where the race will come to its conclusion. So we have 5 heavy hitters out here, 5 heavy hitters as we make our way through Ladyville. Here comes Adrian Williams, here comes Nigel Alvarado, battle fly all over the place. Yes, Adrian Williams and Nigel Alvarado are about to close the gap to the riders up front. Folks, this is all out war. These guys are going ballistic. Look at Nigel Alvarado as he crank over that big gear. LF and Sons in the house. Yes, Raja Bryant, Clary Stone, your teammate is doing his thing, making you guys proud. Big up LF and Sons. We want to big up Barney Brown, still recovering. Yes, remember to visit the GoFundMe page and, you know, give Barney Brown a little helping hand. That's our brother. Like we say, every time, every dollar count. You know, people upon the live, if you just give $1 or $2, definitely will help. One full basket, as they say. We are heading towards the airport junction and we have some heavy hitters out front. We have Smokes Gladden, Steven Jurgensen, Bob Gabriel, Nigel Alvarado, Adrian Williams, Tariq Flowers. Tariq Flowers sprinting for the prize. Tariq Flowers sprinting for the prize. We can see Miss Cynthia and the whole group out front, in front of the restaurant. Miss Cynthia Lozano must make up some nice meal. There is Miss Cynthia and her family. There they are as these guys make their way onto the airport road, taking flight. Who is up front? Tariq Flowers up front, joined by Bob Gabriel. In hot pursuit, we have Nigel Alvarado. We have Adrian Williams, Henry Moreira, Steven Jurgensen, the Mike Man, and Smokes Gladden. They are going totally ballistic out here on the airport road. We make a left at the roundabout and head on the John Smith Road. On this beautiful Sunday morning, folks, Tariq Flowers on the front, looking good. Who will it be, folks? Who will it be? There is the tarmac behind, the tarmac where the big bird fly, where land pan, the big bird that take you all over the world. The airport, the Philip Golson International Airport in the background. Folks, what a beautiful country we live in. Beautiful weather almost all year round. We have conditions that people would love to live in. Tariq Flowers on the front, followed by Bob Gabriel, Henry Moreira sucking down a gel, getting that gel, popping that gel, keeping hydrated. Folks, always mention in cycling, you have to drink, you have to eat, because when you bunk and you want to get drunk. Yes, Henry Moreira taking down that gel on the pace now, followed by Adrian Williams, Smokes Gladden, Nigel Alvarado, Tariq Flowers, Bob Gabriel also sucking down a gel. And look at the face. Mike Man is giving the sign that he's out. You know, have nothing left in their legs.
Inevitable.
The man said the pain is inevitable. Yes, but he's answer up to the call. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 riders. 7 riders. I'll say 8. Come fast. 7 riders out front. We have 2 SPD. We have Martin Bonla Joy, Henry Moreira. We have our Whatever Boys. We have our Running Rebels. We have our Stinners. And we have Elephant Sons. On the face, it's Nigel Alvarado of Elephant Sons on the front. As we are making our way to the roundabout, we head left. And on the John Smith Road, it's Nigel Alvarado being followed by Bob Gabriel, Tariq Flowers, Adrian Williams, Henry Moreira, Smokes Gladden, and Steven Jurgensen as we make our way around the roundabout. And Alvarado cut pan inside. Alvarado cut pan inside. Small gap. Alvarado out front. We are officially on the John Smith Road, folks. There is the sign, John Smith Road. And it's Nigel Alvarado just up front. And nothing that penalize the man for that. The guys are like, boy, the man run pan, get pan inside. And here are the other riders, Adrian Williams on the front. The pace have dropped drastically. The pain, the effect of the day, the blistering pace these guys were going earlier this morning have definitely having an effect on the speed of the race, taking over the pace. Henry Moreira, Smokes Gladden, Steven Jurgensen, Adrian Williams, and just at the back we have Bob Gabriel and Tariq Flowers. These are the 7 riders up front. Still up front, Nigel Alvarado as we cross over the bridge, John Smith birthday. So Tariq Flowers getting himself a banana from his service crew. Running Rebels. Tariq looking good. Bob Gabriel. Folks, there's a race coming up on the 27th. Being held by Judge Abraham Sr. And it will be streamed on the Guns Facebook page. It's a race for Bs and over 60s. The man, they pressure me for ride that race. They know I don't know race man, but they pressure me for ride the race. So I tell fans, if you want to ride the race for every mile, I don't know, I'm give me one lead, something, and I put that thing towards the as it returns race. Folks, more riders have made it back. We can see Daniel Cano is back. We can see Kenneth Butler is back. Quinton Nebals Hamilton, Wendell Skinny Vernon, and Valance Sims are back in the group. Rider is there, but he's not a part of the race. So the group have swelled. So we have almost about 14 riders now. Let me count. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. About 12 riders now. 12 riders. We are through the John Smith Road, heading towards mile 8. This is a 5-mile stretch, so in a few minutes we will make a right turn onto the George Price Highway, head back to Hattieville again, and then back to Old Belize, where the race will come to a conclusion. Here goes Valance Sims. Valance Sims have come back, and he's going straight over to Daniel Cano and Kenneth Butler, who are up front. The pace have definitely dropped drastically. Definitely the heat, the sun blistering out here on the John Smith Road. So we're on 4 different roads. We're on George Price Highway, no 5. George Price Highway, Boom Hattieville Road, Philip Wilson Highway, and the Boom Hattieville, the Airport Road, and the John Smith Road. Yes, so I think about 5 different roads we actually ride pan. Here goes Quinton the Baddest Hamilton. Quinton the Baddest Hamilton giving a go at it. You have opened a small gap. Quinton, who made it back to the group all alone out front. Quinton the Hamilton driving some 25 plus miles an hour all alone. Quinton riding for Running Rebels all alone. Quinton the Baddest Hamilton. Quinton the Baddest Hamilton all alone. He has opened a small gap, a few seconds. The guys working on the highway, chopping the grass. It's all Quinton the Baddest Hamilton up front. Folks, once again, bigging up the people, bringing the live into your living room. We want to big up Erdonis Bike Shop Chicago. We want to big up 3.14 Pies. You can reach him at 600 1522, or you can reach him also on WhatsApp and Facebook. Order those delicious pies. lemon pies and pecan pies. You can also get the lemon pies at Save You Supermarket, Windell, Vernon. They have Cart, Quinton, and Hamilton, and out front now it's Smokes and Quinton, Windell, Skinny Vernon about to close that gap. Yes, Windell, Skinny Vernon closing the gap to Smokes Glen. So 2 riders out front. Here comes the main field of riders, being led by Henry Moreira, followed by Bob Gabriel, Adrian Williams, Nigel Alvarado, Daniel Cano. Oh, Valan is saying I have no battle. You need a vehicle. You look at the bike battle fly out of the bike cage. Kenneth Butler and Quinton Hamilton. Some other riders there, but they are not part of the race. And we can see the 3 riders up front. We have who have joined them. I think Adrian. So we have 5 riders up front. The riders that are scattered over the tarmac now. Yes, we have Bob Gabriel up front. Bob Gabriel driving the pace, followed by Henry Moreira. We have Windell, Skinny Vernon. The 5 AM crew making their way through the John Smith Road. And the front, Henry Moreira, Bob Gabriel, Smokes Glen trying to go across, Adrian Williams, Windell, Skinny Vernon. We have 2 riders from Stinners, Tariq Flowers. They have caught up. We are at the front of the race. So riders are a lot of cat and mouse going on, right now. Tariq Flowers getting his service, and that will allow the group to come back. Smokes Glen dancing out of that saddle. We are through the John Smith Road on this beautiful Sunday morning. Tariq Flowers and the pace being followed by Adrian Williams, Smokes Glen, Windell, Skinny Vernon, Henry Moreira, Stephen Jurgensen, Balan Sims, Bob Gabriel. Missing is Daniel Cano and Nigel Alvarado. Don't see these guys. Let's see if they make their way back. So we have 8 riders. Bob Gabriel at the back, looking back to see the damage they have caused through the John Smith Road. It's an open plains. And Tariq Flowers on the pace, doing some 25 miles an hour as we head through the John Smith Road. On this beautiful Sunday morning, we want to big up all the fans tuning in. This morning, if I want to wake up, but I had a commitment to bring the live for the fans. Valan Sims making a little attack, but he's been joined by Henry Moreira, taking no chance. Henry Moreira riding solo. Here is Adrian Williams, all the way from San Ignacio. Team Whatever Boys. Windell, Skinny Vernon, paying attention. Come to a slow. I've caught the 2 riders on the front now. Windell, Skinny Vernon. Again, picking up my driver, Rick Castillo. Folks, early in January, Mr. Ruben Martinez and Mr. Ruben Martinez, Imanes will be having a all-women race. So I want to big up Team Imanes, Ruben Martinez, Jacksonville support all the guys where they help bring it. Oh, Bob. Something happened, he said?
Yeah. Accident or something.
Oh, so something happened at the back, and Bob have a flat, and you know have his service vehicle here. Bob have a flat. We don't know what happened at the back there, but the vehicle is stopped. He said, I don't know what going on. We have check see what they going on back there. check, see what you want. Oh. Oh. But Bob Gabriel riding on a flat. Bob Gabriel is no longer with the group. Bob Gabriel have mechanical issues. He have a flat back wheel. So if somebody here, you know, they can bring a spare wheel for Bob Gabriel. Bob Gabriel have a flat. Bob Gabriel have a flat, so he's not with this group anymore. As we make our way closer to the George Price Highway, it's Henry Momera in the front, taking over the pace. Valance Sims definitely have come to a slow. And I think the guys that want to take advantage of Bob, they have slowed drastically. So Bob Gabriel on the flat. And Mike Mann decided to take off. Henry Momera paying keen attention. Momera immediately on the wheel of Stephen Jenkins, aka the Mike Mann. Smokes Gladden, a small gap to the rest of riders. Here comes Nigel Alvarado all over his machine. Nigel Alvarado seeing the move. Nigel Alvarado making his way back to the 3 riders, followed by Adrian Williams, Tariq Flowers. And here comes Valance Sims and Skinny Vernon looking back. So the guy Smokes doesn't have. Smokes is here. As we are inching closer and closer to the George Price Highway, it's Stephen Jurgensen on the front. Taking over the pace now is Henry Morera. They're not riding hard, they're just riding through. I guess they want to make Bob get back. Tariq Flowers, not sure what he's saying. Okay, so what we understand that so we got information that that Mr. Troy Gabb Jr. Had to put some of the service personnel in place, so he pulled them over on the side of the road. Folks, you have to respect. We ask all the drivers of all those service vehicles to respect the highway. It's not closed, only whole such a cross country is closed, so we ask the drivers to respect the road. Remember, everybody have to traverse the highway, and you can't block up the highway. We don't own the highway, so learn to obey the rules of the highway. Stop having these accidents. You don't want anybody to get hurt or even kill. So we ask the drivers, conduct on yourself. I think all teams need to have a meeting. I think the Weekend Warriors, the Cycling Federation, will have to have specific people who drive these vehicles. They have to have a meeting, and they have to do some stiff penalties. If you misbehave, then you put the whole team at risk for getting DQ'd. So some stiffer penalties will have to be handed down to these drivers. It's not the cyclists, it's the drivers of the vehicle, and I think all the owners of team will have to speak to their drivers and say, conduct on yourself, or you will be banned from coming on the highway, because we don't own the highway. So it's just that you have to, it's tough love, you call it. If you can't listen, well then you got to leave. Don't want anything to happen. Look how that young lady lost her life last week in the Junior World Championship. She had a nasty fall and she didn't make it. So folks, we are just at Thrones Store. We are about to make our way onto the we are just making back on the George Price Highway. Then we head back to Hattieville and then back to Belize, back to Old Belize. We are just about to pass the One Love food truck. Mr. Santiago, big up yourself, Mr. Santiago. So we'll see if Bob make it back. We are here at the intersection. That's guys, One Love food truck. We head towards Hattieville. We are now on the George Price Highway again, heading towards mile 9. So we have 6 more miles to Hattieville. We make a turn and then we head back to Old Belize, where the race will come to its conclusion, folks. Again, bigging up the people bringing life into your living room. I want to big up the Erdonis Bike Shop in Chicago. And 3.14 pies. You can reach him at 61522. Or get him on WhatsApp and Facebook. Make me tell him get the water for me. Make it get the water for me. Go down, he make it get the water. So Alvan Jill have changed his bike. Give me one water then. Give me one water. Yeah, thank you. I want to trash this garbage, not the beauty. Give me make it put in the truck. And I want not throw that on the highway. Thank you, folks. Remember, trash the garbage, not the beauty. I had to take a quick drink of water just now. My throat get dry. It seems that I say Alvan probably changed his bike. He's on his spare bike now. Just they passed 9 miles heading towards Hattieville. So we're heading towards mile 10, just past mile 9 here on the George Price Highway. Give you the names of the riders in this group. We have Nigel Alvarado, we have Steven Jurgensen, we have Smokes Gladden, we have Tariq Flowers, we have Henry Moreira, we have Balan Sims, we have Adrian Williams, we have Billy Makase, who's the next rider up front. With the name just behind the vehicles, the service personnel. Oh, Wendell Skinny Vernon is also here. Yeah, that's the name of the riders here. So we head towards, like I know Bob Gabriel was within this group, but Bob Gabriel had a mechanical flat back wheel. He had to slow down and the group was way behind, so hopefully get that back wheel and make it back. But we're heading towards mile 10 on this beautiful Sunday morning. Big up to all the cycling fans tuning in, and we want to thank the everyone that sponsors host races, keep the fans at home and abroad in tune with cycling, having something to watch on a beautiful Sunday morning. We're just behind the riders on the front, Adrian Williams, followed by Henry Moreira taking over the pace, Balan Sims, Tariq Flowers, Smokes Gladden, Steven Jurgensen, Nigel Alvarado, and Wendell Skinny Vernon. Being out here is a whole heap of fun. At the tender age of 62, on the back of a motorcycle, you have a lot of fun. You know the danger, but so we make our way to mile 10, and we have, this is the front of the race, the Tech Della course. We have on the front, we have Steven Jurgensen take over the pace, Nigel Alvarado, Wendell Skinny Vernon, Smokes Gladden, Henry Moreira, Balan Sims, and Tariq Flowers. That's a vehicle mark, whatever boys, all the way from kayo. Tuan. Adrian is not here. I don't know what's going on. Adrian Williams were just a moment ago. I don't know if he had some kind of mechanical also. So we have 1, 2, 3, 7 riders heading towards mile 11. 7 riders, Smokes Gladden on the pace, followed by Henry Moreira, Valance Sims, Tariq Flowers, Steven Jurgensen, Nigel Alvarado, and Wendell Skinnivan. So we have two riders from Stinners, we have 2 riders from SPD, a rider from Elephant Sons, a rider from Running Rebels, and Team Heno, Bundle of Joy. These are the riders up front as we make our way towards mile 11. We make a turn around the roundabout at Hattieville and then head back to Old Belize, where the race will come to its conclusion on this beautiful Sunday morning. We enjoyed a beautiful World Championship race. Tadej Pogacar, the Tornado, lighting up the field. Tadej Pogacar is in a class by himself. The great Eddie Merckx said that, you know, Tadej Pogacar is the greatest cyclist ever. So man said the man surpassed him. He said this guy is, you know where going in Canada. You don't want to use the word crazy. He said, but this guy is crazy, attacking over 100 kilometers, which is something like 62 miles from the finishing of a race. Most riders now attack, but he did that, and he held the big mighty power of Remco, the big guys, Van der Poel and all those guys. So big respect to the new world champion Tadej Pogacar. The man did win the 3 big races. They call it the 3 biggest races: the Giro d'Italia, the Tour de France, and the World Championship. Only 3 riders have done that in history: the great Eddie Merckx, Stephen Roach, and now Tadej Pogacar. Why? What you do here? Glenn Young all the way from New York in the house. Glenn Young. I don't see the man for a while. Glenn Young is here. Man, they blow the hand. Yes, folks, we are heading towards mile 12 here on the George Price Highway in the Weekend Warriors Sunday race. 7 riders up front. We have Tariq Flowers, Valance Sims, Wendell Skinny Vernon, Smokes Gladden, Henry Moreira, Nigel Alvarado, and Steven Jurgensen. The pace pick up now. Tariq Flowers on the pace, doing some 26 miles an hour, being followed by Wendell Skinny Vernon, Smokes Gladden, Henry Moreira, Nigel Alvarado, and Steven Jurgensen. Folks, what a day, what a day. We want to big up our team. I know on the 3rd of November, Belize, the Cycling Federation is sending a team to Guyana to take part in the Caribbean Championship. I know some U23 riders are going, elite riders, and 1 woman cyclist heading towards Guyana to participate. I think we have a good chance of medaling in those events. Some names have been called, but we'll wait for the official. We'll wait for the official names, and then we'll pass it over. What you say? Who?
Bob.
Oh, so we get news that Bob is making his way back. Bob is making his way back. You want to slow down and see what the man do? Oh, you're right there, so Bob is making his way back. Bob Gabriel, the big Bob Gabriel, have gotten his wheel, and he's on a monster drive. He's going totally ballistic. Bob Gabriel making his way back to the group of riders. We are headed to mile 12, and here comes the big Bob Gabriel. Big Bob Gabriel. Look at him. Bob Gabriel got a spare wheel and he's back. He's showing he got what it takes. Bob Gabriel making his way over. Bob Gabriel dousing himself with cold water. Bob Gabriel about to make contact with the riders. Bob Gabriel, this man is a monster. That's the reason you have to call him Bob. Look at what he does. He's drinking that water and take the empty pouch and put in his shirt. He is trashing the garbage, not the beauty. Big up respect to big Bob Gabriel as he makes his way back to the riders. So now it's 8 riders. We have 3 riders from SPD up front. Bob Gabriel showing he got what it takes, you know. He got that spare wheel and he made his way back to the group of riders. as we make our way past mile 12, heading towards Hattieville, mile 15, and then we head back to Old Belize. Who will it be, folks? Who will it be? Some big hitters are up here. We have Tariq Flowers, we have Henry Moreira, we have Smokes Gladden, we have Bob Gabriel, Nigel Alvarado, Wendell Skinny Vernon, and Steven Jurgensen. Who will win this event, folks? Like I said, the whole morning, from this morning 6 o'clock, they said that from 6 until 12 the electricity will be out for the entire city of Belize. So I hope that people may buy their data and charge up their phone and have power bank. But if you don't have that, I'm recording it, so I will upload it to YouTube, so you know you will be able to see the race uninterrupted. Folks, I want to say good morning to my cousins there in California, Tracy and Derek. Pleasant good morning to you guys. This Stuart and Roberto family, big up on yourself again. Ernest Bennett there in, I think he's in Vegas. Big up yourself, Ernest Bennett in Vegas. And all the fans tuning in from the city, from here in the country, Cayo, down so big up Riga Cycling Club. Big up the Orange Walk crew, Rosal crew, PG crew, Belize City crew, Belmopan crew, the guys out at the Keys. Big up to all the policemen, the nurses, all the people working in various area, the custom department. Bob Gabriel sitting in the back. So look out for Bob, looking for Bob, for hitting the guy. Bob is sitting in the back recovering after he made his way back to the front of the race. As we approaching mile 13 here on the Dodge Price Highway heading towards Hattieville. So when you have a few more miles remaining, when we return we have about 6 miles to go, so it's only about 8 miles remaining, just about 8 miles remaining in this event, just about 8 miles remaining in this event. We're just about to pass the house of Barney Brown. Once again we want to wish Barney Brown, you know, full recovery, and remember the GoFundMe page is up for Barney Brown, so you guys can contribute. He went through life and death surgery. He survived, he made it through successfully, and he's back home resting and recovering.
Really like Uncle Seller. But we don't know the cameraman, not driver?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Yeah, so there is Barney Brown, there is Barney Brown. Barney man put on a few punks. There is Barney Brown. Barney Brown. Barney Brown. Barney Brown putting up that peace sign. Barney Brown taking a little stroll after that major surgery, we said. So we're heading towards Hattieville, and then we return. It's 6 miles to the finish. Who will it be, folks? Who you got your money pan? I know the big guys will look good out here right now. In fact, all the guys are excellent riders, so any one of them can win. But the person looking at the best shape, to me, the two person looking at the best shape, that Tariq Flowers and Bob Gabriel, those are the two big heavy hitters. But never take your eye off the ever dangerous Henry Moreira, Smokes Gladden, you understand? Wendell Skinny Vernon, even Nigel Alvarado riding excellent. So they are all winners, they are all champion. And like I always tell fans, be nice to these cyclists. You know what it takes to come and entertain you guys. It's a lot of suffering. I do some of these small training ride, and man, you suffer like crazy, and this is racing. Yes. So I can't say what a conversation will happen. I hope you don't hear the conversation. Apparently the officials and the cyclists are not happy with a certain driver, and that's how I mentioned that the organizers of these events will have to speak to these drivers to control themselves out here. This road is not closed. It's open to the general public, and so we want to share the road. So we are just over a mile from the turnabout there in Hattieville, and then we head back to Old Belize. So, oh, yeah, man said we shall stop and interview Barney. We'll see Philip on our way back. We'll see if we see Barney Brown. And there goes Bob Gable, and a monster attack. Bob Gable, you know, I always read Bob Gable as like a book. Bob Gable and a monster attack. Bob Gable driving it. We are heading towards mile 14. Bob Gable doing some 32 miles an hour. Henry Morera on his wheel. Henry Morera trying to close it. Riders are getting separated. Bob Gable driving it. Henry Morera closing the gap. There's Smokesland. There is Windell Skinny Vernon. Tariq Flowers. OMG, the race have been blown to smithereens. Nigel Alvarado trying to close that gap. And Bob Gabriel trying to separate the sheep from the flock. Yes, Bob Gabriel and a monster attack. He's been joined by Henry Morera, Smokesland, Tariq Flowers, and Windell Skinny Vernon. Let us see if Tariq will attack now. Let us see if our Tariq will attack. And Tariq Flowers on the left. Tariq Flowers driving it. Tariq Flowers looking back to see the damage. Yes, Tariq Flowers open a small gap. Everybody's looking around. Tariq Flowers on a solo flight. Yes, Tariq Flowers on a solo flight. There is these guys are looking, and it's Tariq Flowers all alone. Tariq Flowers all alone as he steps on those pedal. Tariq Flowers and a nice high cadence. You have opened a gap to the riders. Bob Gabriel set it up. Bob Gabriel and that monster attack, and now it's Tariq Flowers all alone. He's driving it like crazy. He's doing some 28 miles an hour as we head towards Hattieville roundabout. Tariq Flowers, the running rebels are running this morning. Yes, Tariq Flowers looking awesome. And his beautiful kit. The running rebels, Tariq Flowers all alone, looking smooth, looking good. He's looking back. He sees the gap. Let us see if anybody will chase Tariq Flowers all alone as we make our way towards the roundabout at Hattieville, and then we make our way back towards Old Belize where the race will come to its conclusion. It's all Tariq Flowers. He's looking back. He sees the gap. All alone, folks. Once again, bigging up the people bringing life into your living room. We want to big up Erdonis Bike Shop, Chicago. There in beautiful Chicago. The weather is getting cool, my son say. All you guys tuning in, want to big up 3.14 pies. You can reach him at 61522, or you can reach him on Facebook and WhatsApp and all of those delicious pies, folks. I can look in the rear view mirror and I can see the riders. He has about a few seconds, but Tariq Flowers seems that he have it in his legs, and I think he's playing cat and mouse with these guys. Yes, Tariq Flowers making his way. We are just a stone's throw away from making our way around the roundabout and heading back to the last 6 miles of this event. The race concludes at Old Belize on this beautiful Sunday morning. We want to big up Mr. Trigap Jr. and all the sponsors. We'll get an interview so he can give all those guys their special big up for providing the prizes for this race. There is Mr. Glenn Young, Mr. Glenn Flon out of New York, Queens, New York, I think the man say from. And there is Bob Gabriel closing the gap. We hear the roundabout. Here goes Tariq Flowers making his way around the roundabout. Here goes Big Bob Gabriel, hot on his trail, followed by Henry Morera, Smokes, Gladden, Windell Skinny Vernon, Steven Jurgensen, Valance Sims, and Alvarado, who just lost his battle. Blow the hand again, blow the hand! Yes, folks, we are in the final leg of this event. The guys have blown the whole way to smithereens. We don't see anybody. We don't see no other cyclists in sight. We're heading back towards mile 14. There's no one in sight. Yes, there's another group coming in the back there. So, yeah, all the way behind. Let me see if I get some names of those riders. I can see Alvan Gillett. I can see Philip Leslie. I can see Kenneth Butler. And there go Valance Sims on the attack. Riders are stretched all over the tarmac. And I get some names of other riders heading in the opposite direction. We see D-Wade working out, or that John Burns working out. Here comes Quinton de Balls Hamilton heading towards Hattieville. Quinton de Balls heading towards Hattieville all alone. We see Smokes Glenn on the attack. Still no other body in sight, so This is where the race is. This is where the fireworks is. Up front, some eight riders on the front. Smokes giving a go at it. It's been marked by Henry Moreira. Small gap open to Valance Sims. And here goes Bob Gabriel again. Bob Gabriel and a monster attack. Bob Gabriel being marked by Henry Moreira. Bob Gabriel SPD really set up. Bob Gabriel driving it. He's looking back and he's giving it his all. Bob Gabriel driving the pace, being followed by Henry Moreira. A small gap open up to Stephen Jackson, aka the Mike Man. There is Nigel Alvarado and that huge gap. We are heading into a headwind, folks. We are heading into a headwind. Yeah.
Why the fuck they don't do that? Why the Berlin don't do that? Then you have to
So the cyclists and officials are very unhappy with the, I have to call out the name, the driver of SPD, Mr. Alvangelit. I think you will have to get a new driver because they are saying that this guy is putting people at risk, drivers at risk, cyclists at risk. So please, the young lady was sitting in the front there, tell that man behave himself. His riders are not happy with him. He have to quit. He will put people in danger. That have to stop. Yeah, that's not the way you service. You have to stop that. So they have to speak to him. There's a guy's just heading up in the air. OMG, this race have definitely been blown to smithereens, folks. Definitely blown to smithereens. And here we have the riders up front. We have Henry Moreira, Tariq Flowers, Smokes Gladden, Stephen Jurgensen, aka the Mike Man. And now Tariq Flowers on the front in a headwind doing an excess of 25 miles an hour, followed by Smokes Gladden, Henry Moreira and Stephen Jurgensen again. Tariq Flowers pulls off, nobody want to pace. Tariq Flowers again digging deep. Look at riders all over their machine as he puts some pain into the legs of the riders. Tariq Flowers and a blistering place. He's going ballistic as these guys are definitely, feeling the pain. Henry Moreira decided to give a little hand. Henry Moreira and the pace, followed by Smokes Gladden. Mike Man all over his machine. I imagine the pain that is going through, the body of these guys. Yes. Good morning again if you have just joined us. This is the Weekend Warriors Sunday race. Some 50 miles of racing, and these guys are definitely entertaining the fans here on the Henry Moreira saying yeah, Henry Moreira said make the race if they want to race. He want to stay, stamp on the pedal. Henry Moreira, knowing that he's he had 3 SPD riders and he don't want to take these guys to the finishing. Huh? Quick thing, yeah, we have a quick word with Barney. We have a quick word with Barney Brown. So we are here. So we can just take a quick word with Barney Brown.
Man, Mr. Brown.
Man, Mr. Brown, say a few words to the fans.
Man, fans, don't go through this research and things like that. I feel good and things like that, so I think another 2 months I'll probably get back on the bike again. But right now I feel good. I got going on 6 weeks, but everything they got fine. I want to just hi to all my fans here. I'll be back soon, but just a little bit of time, no?
Thank you, Barney Brown. Barney Brown. Why? You want to take the big surgeon?
Yeah.
So take one vein out of your leg, put it in your heart. Alright, okay. Yes, small interview with Barney Brown. Okay, so man say able to drive next week, so yeah, stop by the shop and we have a little conversation. Folks, there's no one in sight. There's no one in sight. The whole race have been blown to smithereens. Yes, had a little word there with Barney Brown. The race, somebody asked about the race will finish at Old Belize. I keep saying it, the race will finish at Old Belize at somewhere around mile 5.5, Old Belize. So we only have a few miles remaining in this event. We try to make our way back to the Tec de la Course, the front of the race where these guys are going ballistic. Folks, we want to pick up the people bringing it live into your living room. We want to pick up Erdona's bike shop there in Chicago. Dee and the entire crew tuning in on this beautiful Sunday morning. What a beautiful day it is here in the country of Belize. We want to big up 3.14 pies. You can reach him at 615.22 on Facebook and WhatsApp. Add those delicious pies, folks. We are almost back to join the race on this beautiful Sunday morning here in the Jewel of Belize. We are passing last week's champ, Goran Gabriel, along with Mr. Bennett. The G Flow riders want to big up Mr. Glenn Flowers, Miss Lisa Westby, who were in Switzerland to have the Congress, along with Corey Williams, who participated in the World Championship, both the TT and the road race. Folks, this is the group just at the back. We have Bob Gabriel, we have Wendell Skinny Vernon, we have Valance Sims and Nigel Alvarado. We make our way back to the front of the race where Henry Moreira said, you have to come out and race today if you want to race. Henry Moreira came out to race today. Yes, you know, Corey step on the big stage. That's the biggest stage in cycling. Once you go to the World Championship, there's where all the best of the best from the countries all over the world take part. And he definitely showcased Belize as he was out front for a short while. And these guys' pace are blistering like young Chavarria did it the year before. He took part in the U23, and the man said when he started the same place in State as the guy, they got 30 miles an hour for long. Folks, we are out front. We have 4 riders leading the race. Stephen Jurgensen, aka the Mike Man, on the pace, followed by Henry Moreira, Smokes Gladden, and Tariq Flowers. We are heading towards mile 11. So the race concludes at Old Belize. Who will it be, folks? Who you got your money upon on this beautiful Sunday morning? Remember, on the 3rd of November, all roads leads to San Ignacio, the twin towns of Santa Elena and San Ignacio, where as the Wheelchair's third annual race will be taking place. We have different categories, and we are asking for help with prizes to give to these beautiful, these gladiators, these cycling gladiators. And we'll update every day. On my page I'll update people who give prizes, and so fans could who want to definitely give them their flowers, loving the sport, because you notice there's a group of people who continue to give, who love the sport, and we want to thank them. Better we keep these guys on the highway than have them on the street. And lately we know that we have quite a number of young ladies getting involved with the sport of cycling, so we want to build the female category, and that's awesome that these young ladies, we want to encourage them on to continue. A lot of young ladies coming out and taking part, and that's why we want to big up Mr. Ruben Martinez. He will be having a race strictly for women, and he have some beautiful prizes, so we hope that these young ladies get in shape, and we hope that more young ladies join the cycling community and start to come on the highway and add entertainment to the cycling fans. Folks, we're heading towards mile 11. It's Henry Moreira on the front, followed by Smokes Gladden, Stephen Jurgensen, and Tariq Flowers. Tariq Flowers seems to be the fastest of the riders out here. Tariq Flowers seems the fastest. Next person will be Henry Moreira, Smokes Gladden, but never take your eye off of anyone. Everybody have a shot of winning. We passed mile 11, heading towards mile 10. It's Henry Moreira still on the front, followed by Smokes Gladden, and the group at the back. We had Skinny, we had Wendell Skinny Vernon, we had Valance Sims, we had Bob Gabriel, we had Nigel Alvarado, all chasing. And I remember who the next rider is. Folks, again, remember a team of riders will be heading to Guyana. We want to make up the Cycling Federation. And all the cyclists, pick up yourself, Mr. Glenn Flowers. Mr. Glenn Flowers do a whole lot for cycling. Pick up yourself, sir. He started this movement, starting this thing, getting us here on the highway, live streaming races. Sometimes it's very difficult. Sometimes I think about quit and all. I go through some moments that, sometimes you wonder if it's worth it, but you have a few bad eggs that definitely make the sport better. but majority of the people show the love for the cyclists and for the people behind the scenes. There's a lot of people who give their all, family members who allow their loved one to come on this highway. They know how dangerous it is to train on the highway. Have to get up early morning. Tariq Flo is not happy with Steve Jurgensen. Yes, man. So big up to all the people behind the scenes, people where help support the officials out here, the service crew, even my driver, and everybody making the sport such a beautiful event, even that extra dollar to keep cycling moving forward. Cycling have become the #1 sport in Belize. So many people have got involved with cycling also. Folks, as we head towards mile 10, it's Henry Moreira on the front, taking over the pace. Steven Jurgensen, Smokes Gladden, Tariq Flowers. So 4 riders up front, and guess what? They are just about to make contact. Big Bob Gabriel on the front. Bob Gabriel on the front have closed back the gap to the 4 lead riders. So it's a brand new ball game again. Bob Gabriel bringing back Wendell Skinny Vernon, Nigel Alvarado. Look at the face. Look at Valance Sims. You can see weird on the throat. So 4 riders have made it back. So it's 8 riders strong. 3 SPD riders, 3 SPD riders as they come to a slow, everybody the free wheel as we make our way over. Then guys, they go way down at 10 miles an hour, way down at 10 miles an hour. Let us see, we'll attack. Yes, and Henry Moreira decided to make it just lift up the pace. So you have stepped it up to some 18 miles an hour. Folks, we are getting closer and closer to the conclusion of this race. What a beautiful day it is. Again, bigging up the people, bringing it live into your living room. We want to big up Erdonis Bike Shop there in Chicago. And 3.14 pies. You can reach him 600 1522 or on WhatsApp and Facebook as we speak. Smokes Gladden and attack. Smokes Gladden attack. Immediately being marked by Steven Jurgensen, Henry Moreira. Here goes Tariq Flowers. He's been marked by Bob Gabriel. Tariq Flowers have a ball of speed. Yes, it blew. 2 riders have been dropped by that surge of speed. Nigel Alvarado and Valance Sims have been dropped. Try to close the gap. So 2 riders have been shed from the group of riders as we head towards mile 9 here on the George Price Highway. It's Henry Moreira on the front, followed by Smokes Gladden, Tariq Flowers, Bob Gabriel, Wendell Skinny Vernon, and Steven Jurgensen. These are the riders. The pace have dropped, so hopefully these 2 guys make it back to the group of riders, Valance Sims and Nigel Alvarado, who have made it back. So they have joined back, and immediately Valance Sims out of his saddle. Valance Sims jogging, and John Sims just passing the group of riders. Valance Sims small gap, but immediately he's been marked by Henry Moreira. Henry Moreira taking no chance on the wheel of Henry Moreira. Smokes Gladden SPD is trying to tear these guys apart. They have the numbers, folks. We are heading into the final miles of the Wendell Skinny Vernon. See the move. Wendell Skinny Vernon closing the gap to the 3 riders on his wheel of Skinny Vernon is Tariq Flowers, Bob Gabriel, Nigel Alvarado, and Steven Jurgensen. Folks, we definitely have to see more fireworks before this thing finish. We are entering into the final few miles of this event, the Sunday Weekend Warriors race. These guys are hitting each other left, right, and center. Here goes Valance Sims again. Valance Sims raised out of his seat immediately. Henry Moreira paying attention, dancing out of the pedal, paying keen attention. So folks, we'll even have some more attacks as we pass mile 9 here on the George Price Highway. So we only have about just over 3 miles to the finish, to the conclusion of this beautiful event here on the highway. We started in Old Belize this morning, head to Hattieville through the Boom Hattieville Road, and to the Philip Wilson Highway, and to the Airport Road, John Smith Road, back on the George Price Highway, to Hatterville, and we're heading back with only just over 3 miles remaining in this event. Windell, Skinny Vernon and the front. Yeah, we want to big up the officials out here, the policemen. The policemen were up front, they take care of traffic. And now this will be cat and mouse. Kevin, I hope you enjoyed the race, my brother there. See that? The driver said he know to slow down, he want to go about for his business. So that's why I asked the riders to stay on the right hand side of the road. We head towards the roundabout here at mile 8. So we are inching closer and closer to the finishing, folks. We are inching closer and closer. Who will it be? Who will it be? Will it go down to the wire? Will there be an attack by someone and going solo? They're all clumped up together. We head towards Old Belize, where this race will come to its conclusion. We have 3 SPD riders. We have 2 riders from Stinners. We have a Running Rebel. We have Team Heno. And we have a rider from Elephant Sons, the 1 rider. Nigel Alvarado, riding fantastic this morning. Folks, we are around the roundabout. Heading towards mile 8, and now Bob Gabriel and a monster attack. Bob Gabriel being followed by Tariq Flowers. Bob Gabriel, oh, there was a prize, that they were spinning for the prize. Whoa. Yes, there was a prize there at in front of the, and that pace, that massive hard pacing. Stephen Jurgensen is no longer here. Also Nigel Alvarado have been dropped from this group of riders, so it's only 6 riders as we head toward just past mile 8. It's Tariq Flowers on the front, followed by Bob Gabriel, Henry Moreira, Smokes Gladden and Windell Skinnyvern, and 6 riders. 2 riders have been detached as we head towards mile 7. Folks, we're inching closer. It's just over a mile, so anything not quite 2 miles to the finishing of this event, and we have 6 heavy hitters here. Let us see if they are slow and the 2 riders will make it back. So we pass in front of the Prosa factory. Folks, again, bigging up the people, bringing it live into your living room. We're doing this Bike Shop Chicago, and 3.14 pies. You can reach him at 600 1522, or hit him up on WhatsApp and Facebook. Tariq Flowers dousing himself with water, keeping that body cool as we head closer and closer. Here comes Nigel Alvarado. He have made it back along with Stephen Jurgensen and Valance Sims. So Valance Sims may get dropped, he have made it back also. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 riders in the lead group. We head towards mile 7. Who will it be, folks? Who will it be? We head towards mile 7, and Valance Sims about to make a late attack, and Henry Moreira have a head twist pan sideways. Make sure you pay keen attention, because someone will attack shortly, and I know Bob Gabriel, no, he's not an excellent sprinter, so I believe Bob will give a go at it. They're all paying keen attention. They have slowed down to about 17 miles an hour as we head towards mile 7. Folks, we are heading into the final leg of this event. A beautiful Sunday morning race held here today in beautiful Belize, the jewel, Mananator's best kept secret. Folks, remember to trash the garbage, not the beauty. Now it's Smokes Gladden on the front, and here goes Valance Sims. Valance Sims on the attack. He's looking back. He's been marked by Tariq Flowers. Folks, Tariq Flowers, look, I have the freshest legs. He respond to the attacks. He respond to the attack right away. So if I had to put my money, I'd have to put it on Tariq Flowers. He's paying keen attention. He knows that SPD will try something. They have the numbers, 3 riders, and here goes Smokes Gladden. Here goes Smokes Gladden. Smokes Gladden and the attack being marked by Tariq Flowers and Henry Moreira. That surge put Valance Sims in trouble. Nigel Alvarado, Bob Gabriel, Wendell Skinny Vernon. Small gap open up to the Mike man also, but they are all together. The heavy hitters are all here as we head towards the bridge. It's still 7 riders. Mike Man shifting up to a lower gear on the front. Bob Gabriel followed by Henry Moreira, Wendell Skinny Vernon, Nigel Alvarado, Tariq Flowers, Smokes Gladden, and Steven Jurgensen. And making his way back, we can see Alvarado coming at the back. Bob Gabriel trying to step up the pace, marked by Henry Moreira. I think Henry know that he now a top sprinter in Ireland, so I think Henry want to give a go at it long before the finishing of the race. Let us see what will happen. And the smoothest rider right now is Tariq Flowers as we head into the final mile of this event. Tariq Flowers tying up his shoe, getting prepared for the final blast to the tape. Let us see as we will go ballistic. Folks, the final just over a mile from the finishing of this event. When you go over the bridge around the curve, we'll see the finishing line. All heavy hitters. Valance Sims making his way back. Nadal is back. And here goes Valan again. Here goes Valan. Valan a crazy man. Every time you see a vehicle, Valan dash out in at the left side. We see him on a bus about 4 occasions. He's playing Russian roulette. Valance Sims on the pace. He's been marked by Wendell Skinny Vernon, Henry Moreira, Bob Gabriel, Nigel Alvarado, Tariq Flowers, Smokes Gladden, and Steven Jurgensen as we head up towards the bridge. I believe Jurgensen will also, he's sitting at the back. I wonder if Jurgensen will try a sneaky thing. We are just about, there's a prize on top of the Burton Creek Bridge. There's a prize. And there goes Bob Gabriel, there goes Bob Gabriel, there goes Bob Gabriel. Immediately he's been answered by Henry Moreira. Separation, yes, Bob Gabriel and a massive drive. Bob Gabriel and a massive drive. You have opened a gap. And here goes Tariq Flowers, here goes Tariq Flowers. Jurgensen free wheels. Bob Gabriel. Smokes Gladden and the wheel of Tariq Flowers. As we cross over the bridge, Bob Gabriel will give it all. He will try to go all the way to the Bob Gabriel. Bob Gabriel giving his all. Bob Gabriel driving it. He's been marked by Henry Moreira, Tariq Flowers, and Smokes Gladden. A gap have been opened up to the rest of riders. Bob Gabriel as he freewheels. Henry Moreira about to catch him. There's the 2 riders. A gap have opened to the rest of riders. There's 4 riders up front. Bob Gabriel, Henry Moreira, Smokes Gladden, and Tariq Flowers. Tariq Flowers paying keen attention, looking back to see if any rider is coming back. On the front, we have Bob Gabriel and Henry Moreira. Smokes Gladden, 2 SPD have survived along with Tariq Flowers. Folks, we are entering into the last half mile of this event, the last half mile. In a whole half mile, we will see the finishing line just in the distance. We can see the guys from the, I think it's BL or something, doing some maintenance. That's the reason why there's no electricity in the city of Belize. But I know a lot of people probably have charged up got their data and charged up their phone. Wendell Skinny Vernon have made it back. Wendell Skinny Vernon, so it's now 5 riders strong. We can see the finishing in the distance. We can see this finishing in the distance. Who will it be? Who will it be, folks? We'll stay right here with them. Yes, who will it be? It will be a mad dash for the line. A mad dash for the line. 5 riders. We can see if any riders is coming back. We have 5 riders here. 2 SPD riders in the likes of Bob Gabriel and Smokes Gladden. We have Tariq Flowers from Running Rebels. We have Henry Moreira from Team Heno, Bonla Joy, and we have Wendell Skinny Vernon from Stinners. Folks, the line is right up front. In a short while, the The war will start. Bob Gabriel on the front. Bob Gabriel on the front. Bob Gabriel in the front. Marked by, and here goes Henry Moreira. Henry Moreira. He's been marked by Tariq Flowers on the wheel of Henry Moreira. Smokes Land trying to close the gap. It's Henry Moreira. Smokes Land close the gap. Here goes Smokes Land and Tariq Flowers and Smoke. Smokes Land. Here comes Windell Smokes Land. Skinny Vernon and Tariq Flowers. That's a surprise. Wait. Nearly fly for the cycle. Folks, what an exciting finish. Smokes Gladden surprising them. You know, I'm gonna get my head chop off because I had it for Tariq Flowers, but Windell Skinny Vernon came in second and Tariq Flowers third. What a race. OMG. Head back to the start finishing line. Get some interviews. Ooh, what a race. Head back to the start finishing line. We can see the policeman controlling the traffic.
Right there. Malay retarded.
So we are here at the finishing line. We wait for other riders to make their way to the finishing line. There's Judge Abraham. Oh man. Smokes Gladden taking the victory, followed by Windell Skinny Vernon. Tariq Flowers. Here comes another group of riders making their way to the finishing line. Stay right here at the finishing line. So here comes a group of riders making their way. We can see Philip Leslie, Greville Young, Philip Leslie and Greville Young making their way to the finishing line.
Let's go.
I get some interviews in a short while. Get some interviews of winners of the event. So I want to stay right so more riders on call. We see riders coming in distance. We see some riders coming away in the distance. I'll try to get some interviews though. In the meanwhile. Come here, Tariq. So riders come in.
Make the pass. Yo, make the pass,
Get interview with some of the guys.
Yeah, but we are here. Make the pass.
Nigel, when you don't come, I want to get ready. Come and get an interview there. Or just want to do just wait for the riders pass and then do the interview. Some riders are making their way to the finishing line. As soon as they pass the finishing line, we'll have some interviews with the riders, the winners of today's event. So we can see who's making it to the finishing line. We can see who's that coming in the distance. No, there are two young riders. Behind we have Warren Coway, Kenneth Butler, and Alvan Gillett making their way to the finishing line. Yes, Warren Coway being followed by Alvan Gillett. Warren Coway, Alvan Gillett, Warren Coway, Alvan Gillett. Boy, that was close. Alvan Gillett on sprinter now. And here comes Kenneth Butler. Yeah. Come so with the Sunday. Yeah. So I can do anything with Nigel. Awesome right there, Nigel. Every minute I had like chewing gum off the back, but you fight your way back, you still finishing the top 10, and you did a awesome ride today. Big up LF and Sons, man. How you find the race this morning?
Still a breed hard, Mr. Flores. The race me hard. Now me one, you know, the race with my team. But first of all, I want to thank God. Nice safe race. I want to thank LF and Sons, Travis, Roger out of Houston. I always have me in the race now, I can get stronger. This morning I come out and I say, I know the teams then got it against me because they had a lot of man up there, but I say I will try to catch the break. When I catch the break, I start rotating there guys, but I can't really match pace and I can't do 24, 25. And I realize that I run out of breath, so I try to shelter every time I go to back. The man they start attack me, and like I said, they stay, they stretch me up now and I get pop, but I bridge my way back every time. I just now coming down to the line just now. On the curve there, at the station price, then Bali attack and open up a league up for me, and I couldn't close it back, but I think I come 6th or 7th overall. So thank God I get better. Every race I get better, and they're right there, and you know, thank God for the strength. Thank God for my wife at home for always they push me to my 2 daughters. Love you guys. Thank God for my power always support me. My brother at the States, my brother at UK, everybody will always support me. My fans, HRCU, second floor, you know, who know big up on yourself. But yeah, nice hard man, but I'm right there. Next time, top 3. I'm gonna at least podium today, but I miss it by 2. So, but like I said, I'm in one, but I don't find no excuse. Thank God again for a nice safe race, and big up all the supporters, big up everybody come out and now go keep the thing going, no?
Alvarado here with Tariq Flowers. Crazy. Well, I'm gonna head up after the car. As I said, you're the fastest man, but at the very end, maybe you could tell what happened. But you had the best legs to me. But you know, at the end, very end, you know, Smokes and Windell Skinny Vernon pass. So maybe you could tell the fans about the race today.
Morning, everybody. Morning, Mr. Donis. Nice race, no? In at the end, that was due to the fact that I had to move lot, no Valan, and also Bob. They had numbers at front in at the break, so and they utilized for their numbers, no? They had Valan constantly, the attack. Everybody they watch me, that was me and Heno they try to contain there, no? But we had 2 stingers man then, you know, really me. I don't know what the funny game plan, I guess just stay with me. You had other guys then, they just want to stay with me, you know? So I ride right into SPD favor. That's something like what happened in the elite field, no? Everybody ride right into G4 favor. I don't know who the coach or so, no, but they're not something for a question. Other than that, good race, I get a really good workout. I had to move a lot, my intervals there. I may expect that to me, I just, you know, ride hard and push hard, but they have numbers for me, so they come out and they use their numbers, and I can't bet so that if they want to win, then that's the way how they have to do it, no? Good race, I call it enough respect to Smokes. We win the race, also to Skinny. We're wrong in at the end, no? But I believe Skinny can win the race if you know, Stingers let me play it a little bit better on the end, but that's not my thing for judge, so good race, no? And I want to big up the viewers, everybody will tune in. I know that we're supposed to lay outage in the city, no? Or I think they're in the whole country or so. You know, but whoever tune in, I want to make you know big up on yourself. I also want to big up my team, Running Rebels. I want to big up the sponsor, Shell Lubricant Belize, no? Yes, man, big up everybody. Thanks once again, Mr. Donis. And I also want to big up Troy Gavin too, no, for organize this race up on this Sunday, you know. Mr. Donis.
Yes, brief word there with Tariq Flowers, who made it entertaining today. So I'm getting an interview with the winner today, Smokes.
I think I will burn the carry last time because I said Bob the chaser back and really
Smokes. You're sure that you don't give up, you go all the way to the finishing line, and you were victorious today. You guys had the numbers. I had Tariq to win it because he had the freshest legs, but it showed apart. you guys really, play a role and eventually get the victory.
Well, first and foremost, I want to give God thanks for a nice, safe day. Yeah, the race start kind of hardish. Fight for day in it. Get the touch on Lee while fight, get back on. Get back on. And finally, it's split up. But today I give enough credit because I'm the strongest man out there today. The swing terrible. So I just fight and stay around, and then I agree to with here and together and Mike Man, and then to decide that they want to bring me and drill me off, but I just ride in my head and stay at second wheel so that I don't have to really burn for chase none and then for get a split and coming down to the end bob, reach back cross just in time and give it a little extra haul and he not jump from far. So when he not jump from far, I wait and then here we counter so I get the more draft coming closer to the line, and that's why I circle here and get the victory. Give God thanks again. I want to big up the sponsors, big up my family who always support me. Big up people come out, come and deal with it on the life, although it's a hot day. But nevertheless, I say give God thanks, and thanks to the Weekend Warriors Club for throw something for we again.
Saturday again.
Try like Cody, maybe I could call out some of the sponsors this morning. Where Henry there? Where Henry Moreira? And you know they had to see. I want to do more interview. Try maybe I could pick up some of the sponsors, and this race may definitely exciting. I'm enjoyed whatever.
Hey, morning. First, I just want to tell so thanks to you again, Mr. Andrew, for coming out do the live. Yeah, it was a great event. September was a packed month when it came to racing, so we had a lot of races. So Weekend Warriors kind of had to take a step back and allow all the races that we don't schedule on the calendar to take place. So we get back active. So we had the first race back after the September celebration today, and we have another event again Saturday morning, which from here to the airport, roundabout, and then we go back to Hattieville and then finish right here. Regarding the sponsors, I just want to say thanks again for all the sponsors. Guys like Alvan Gillett, Palace Joseph, Chief Castillo, Roadside Diner, Troy Gab Sr., Andrew Bennett, Alvan Gillett. Hope another forget none. Guns Racing Club also. And Precision Auto Body Shop. Those guys gave $100 station price to each category today at his location there by mile 12 and 3/4. That was an exciting line too. And drop one thing from there and went straight across and got the other one at Los Lagos also. But I mean, other than that, I want to continue to tell the fans keep supporting. Cycling is going in the right direction, and it's continue to grow, right? So families will enjoy the remainder of the weekend. Cyclists enjoy the remainder of the weekend, and so do you, Mr. Andrew. All right, guys, take care.
Thank you, Mr. Troy Gab Jr. They might get a few words with the and then I want to have a few words Skinny. Where's Skinny? Where's Skinny? Where are they?
Skinny there, right down there by the service.
All right, okay. I could go. And if I could jump across, tell him I want to interview, but I can't cross this.
Smoke. I want to talk to you.
Not a smokes. I don't talk to smokes already. Henry, I know it's tough, but can say a few words. If I try to jump across that, I might drop in there and jungle it. So, morning, Mr. Card. Henry, what an exciting day again. I mean, your pastor coming to say they have to come race to the cars, you and War, and that one thing with you not let up you and give your all, and beautiful race today. Maybe you can talk to your fans there and tell them how you find the race today.
Good morning or afternoon. Anyway, good morning everybody. First of all, I want to give God thanks for giving me the health and strength for the water. For giving a safe race going and coming, I mean a nice race. Well, basically, I come out for a race today, Basically, I just continuously text my legs over, week after week, I got bigger goals, so today, I come for try for a podium, I end up at 4th place. nevertheless, you know, I mean, a good race. I give it my all. One spell I noticed only me to contain about 3-4 man, no? But at the end of the day, only so I get better, right? So I only got about 3 months on the bike. So I got time. I know what to do. Basically, so I just have to trust in the process, you know. And, you know, hats off to Smoke, staying up with the win, like I say. You know, I mean, a beautiful race. Like I said, I'm me one, so I had to team up with Tariq. We try neutral the competition out there, so now, because one spell SPD had about 3 man in on the break, and I know me one can't really handle 3 and but I give it my best. We try to contain as much as possible to keep the race together, to give myself a chance to try to come for the win now. But I don't know a sprinter, but nonetheless, try to contest with the boys and then, you know. I want to give my wife and my kids net, you know. I want to give them thanks for all the support out there, so, Mr. Donis, you know. Thank you for the live stream, the race, and bring it to people. I mean, so everybody get a view today, see all the actions. So, nobody can say that they will do this and they will do that because, you know, they get it live in front of them in their living room to see what happens, right? So, at the end of the day, you know, I give it my all and the result at the end of the day, right? So, I just have to go back to the drawing board, like I say, and stick to the process. I want to get better at time. So, at the end of the day, I just have to be patient and not rush it and be hasty, you know. At the end of the day, you know, so I want to give all my fans, whoever support me in any kind of way, whether physical, you know, whether spiritual, you know, I want to give them thanks, right? So, big up. I'll soon up on the next one, everybody. Thanks, Mr. Lunes. Big up, try again for got a race today, you know, and that's it.
Thank you, Henry Murray. I'm going to see Wendell Skinny Vernon, and then I want to leave word with Bob, and then we have some sea riders too. Where is Skinny Vernon? Andy! Tell Skinny, where's Skinny? So I have a few words with Skinny and then I'll move up to Bob and I don't know who the first in a sea. I can walk, so I tell the man ride come to me. So here comes Wendell Skinny Vernon. I have a few words with him. Second place today, ride excellent, ride smart. Wendell Skinny Vernon, second place today. Awesome ride today. You had your teammate there, Stephen Jurgensen. I say close to the end, you may tell her something. I don't know what you may tell her, but maybe you could share it now that the race is over. But I want to send congratulations for your second place. Maybe explain to the fans how you managed that second place. I mean, you know, always tricky. SP had the numbers. We know Tariq in excellent shape. But you proved today, you beat Tariq today. And so maybe you could explain today what you did to, you know, come up with such an awesome result.
Morning everybody, especially Wednesday. This man, me and my teammate come out and I tell them, well, today I just want to hustle in there for we have to use this just for work out and thing, you know. And when the race starts, I say it gone. So I tell myself, all right, I have to catch the next split. And then Bob and we made it come, but after that, you know, here and then open up the gap. So we don't catch them until true boom, we catch them. But I mean, a nice race here, lonely. Said that when Bob, Alvan Gelego, something hit for him back wheel, Bob gone back for him. So here we step on it and I saw the break me, you know. But Bob still come back anyway. But great race. I just want to big up my team, my family. Great job to Mike Man today. Listen to the donors. Thanks. Big up your family too. My sponsor Andy, Sean, Rasma, you know, Miss Juliet. Everybody big up San Hill too. If I know big up San Hill, then people want to rail up. So Chicago. So enough respect bonus. I mean a nice race. Big up your family too.
Thank you, Wendell Skinny Vernon, second place. So let me take my walk over to the to where some other riders are and have a few more interviews. Definitely find out who came in first for the C and give them a moment of glory. I'm not seeing none of the guys. I don't know if they're gone already. The guys from Whatever Boys, I don't know if they take off already. Maybe I can give them 2 words, but I'm not seeing some. Make my way over and get a few words with some riders. On this beautiful Sunday morning, we want to big up the people bringing it live into your living room. We want to big up Erdonis Bike Shop Chicago and 3.14 pies. You can reach him at 600 1522 or on Facebook and WhatsApp. About to Then give out prize.
Guys,
Yeah. I want to do interview. You take pictures, right? You want to take pictures, right? Okay, all right, okay.
Alright, stand up this way.
Okay, so prize one give out. I'm not going to take pictures. I want still do interview. No take pictures. Bob, few words with you.
Station prize prison, Isaiah Willis.
You want I'm going to do an interview, but you want do, all right, okay. So,
Isaiah Willis. How much that?
yeah, all right, Mr. Carr getting his prize.
Mile 12 and 3/4.
sorry.
Mr. Card.
Mr. Willis, this are the C category.
Mr. Card.
Why Mr. Card again?
Yes, man, you today here. Here's on you.
Mr. Card again, all the way from New York. Man win station prize. 100 boy, Mr. Card.
By Precision Auto Body Shop.
Why Mr. Card again, come up.
Station prize. Mile 8 returning C. Hubert Johnson.
Hubert Johnson, the man right for the UAE now. Watch your man jersey man, Hubert Johnson, $50 station prize.
no, I say 8 miles on the boat. 12 miles up here and give it away at 13 miles.
So I have the podium live, and then I want to do a few more interviews. I want to talk to Bob. Jaja, who win see? Who win see? Me. We? Okay, all right.
Say the posting right there, man. 12 and 3/4. This is how.
So Hubert Johnson winning the C category.
No, this is 12 and 3/4.
So the prize go.
Because I know it's 12 days.
Man handful of money.
No, you see me the wave, fire the wave.
Overall prizes to C. Third place.
Oh, you're not give all the station prize first?
Gonna see.
Overall prizes for C.
Usher third place.
Rick Usher third place. Ricky Usher third place.
Are you not Ricky Osha?
Yeah, here Ricky Usher, yeah.
Second place. The card.
Ricky Usher. Second. Mr. Alvin Card second.
And first place overall. Hubert Johnson.
Hubert Johnson first place.
He's in the middle. Just open up, him is in the middle. No.
So top three, Hubert Johnson first, Mr. Alvin Card second, and third Ricky Usher. The top three C finishers.
Ready?
Furnished apartment. Well, why nobody write for UAE? Two UAE man. Why? Why nobody come from? Where for Europe come from? I see you write for UAE. You write for UAE?
Yeah, you write for UAE.
I'll get a league interview right now. Let's make finish get the prize. So prizes for the station prizes for the A category.
How much you get?
So Daniel Cano getting his 2 station prizes. Daniel Cano getting his station prizes. More station prizes coming up. We're out here at Old Belize. Front of Old Belize. Folks, I want to big up my driver, Mr. Rick Castillo, because so waiting for the other prize.
Mile 12 and 3/4. Kenneth Butler.
Kenneth Butler, leave me alone. Big respect to Kenneth Butler. Kenneth Butler, man over 60 years old and still a ride with the young boy. Kenneth Butler. Oh, you never take part in I see you gone at the bigger leagues. Yes, man. Oh, he 58. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, baby to me. Can you tell me? That you are baby to me. I 62. But big respect, Kenneth Butler, win that prize. So, Mr. Crawford, they get the rest of the station prize, and then we get the top.
Overall prices for A, for B, sorry.
Overall for B. So they are B prizes just now. Overall for B.
Three prizes.
Top 3 prizes for B.
Yes, Daniel Cano.
Third place, Daniel Cano.
Kenneth Butler, second place.
Kenneth Butler, second place in the B category.
And overall price for B, Warren Cano.
Warren Cano. Warren Cano? Warren Cowie. Warren Cowie. Warren Cowie first for. Yeah. So the top 3B finishers. Warren Cowie in first place. Second, Daniel Cano.
Where about Warren?
Second. Right there, guys. This way. Leave me alone.
So the 3 top finishers in the B category: Warren Cowie, Daniel Cano, and Kenneth Butler.
8 miles going.
Station prize now for the A category.
Yes.
Valan Sims.
Station price?
Mile 13.
I want something for that Valan.
Tariq Flowers.
Tariq Flowers.
Prison going.
This is which one? This is mile 13.
Tariq Flowers.
Henry Maria.
Henry Maria pick up the next prize.
Hello.
Yes, man. I mean, yes, 2 8 miles.
Fresh run. Stephen Jefferson.
Mike man.
This is which one?
Fresh run.
Fresh Pan. Stephen Jurgensen winning the prize at Fresh Pan. And Morera again, 13 and 3/4.
Heno win the 2 there, right? Alright, so.
Why, Heno, come up.
Watch out.
And Los Lagos, right?
Bang.
Why? Come up, Heno.
And Los Lagos?
Yeah, don't give me 30.
Roadside Diners.
Roadside Diners, Miss Cynthia Lozana. Tariq Flowers. Tariq Flowers get 8 miles and
Top of the bridge, 6 miles.
Bob Gable, top of 6 miles. Bob Gable get that one. Bob Gable in 5th place.
This
Overall price, 5th place, Bob.
5th place overall, Bob collecting his prize. And Maria 4th place.
Tariq Flowers,
Third place, Tariq Flowers.
Why? Fire.
10% for church, okay?
One day. A third. We don't take a picture. A third. You see that?
Windell Skinny Vernon, 2nd place. Windell Skinny Vernon, 2nd place. Skinny 2nd. Windell Skinny Vernon, 2nd place.
2nd place, Wendell Vernon.
Windell Skinny Vernon collecting his prize.
And overall prize,
Smokes Gladden, 1st place. So top 5 in the A category.
Alright, come up so I can get
Try to get an interview with Bob and then the winner of the C, Hubert Johnson, before I cut off the live. So the top 5 in A in today's beautiful event, the Weekend Warriors Sunday Race. The live was brought to you by Erdon Spike Shop Chicago, And by 3.14 pies, you can reach him at 600 1522. Also on WhatsApp and Facebook. Watch a lot of money. The boy go. I hungry, man. I hungry. Old beans right over there. Yeah. Everybody flash $10.
Good one, guys. Good one. Thank you so much.
Yeah, folks. Where brother Jide? Where Hubert? Bob, just before I close up, just want to do a quick interview with you. Bob, you suffered mechanical today. You look very good. You had a flat link road. You had to wait, drop your back and get the wheel, but you made it back to the crowd. And you definitely keep the race exciting, entertaining. You attack the guys, putting guys on some serious pressure. But nevertheless, your team won. You guys rode smart today. Maybe you could, shed some light on the race to the fans.
Well, first of all, a blessed Sunday morning to all. I give God thanks for a safe race. Give thanks to my teammates, Smokes, Valan, Alvan, Philco, driver, to everybody, all the spectators, viewers, fans. Nevertheless, Mr. Donis, thanks again for coming out here and bringing this live, to everybody. I think today the fans can get a very, very good show, because from the start the race was fast and very hectic. And once the race gets started, we had Valan up in the break, but then when we realized we had big numbers stuck against you up there, so I tell Smokey and them, man, we can't send up Heno and Harry up there, with only Valan one, so we have to chase and bring that back. So we make a massive chase and bring back the crowd, yes, because we believe in the numbers up there. Numbers is strength, no? Well, then later on, I did suffer a back wheel puncture and I had to chase back and get back and start a fight with them boys same way. And we ended up had 3 guys up there still, and a couple times them boys they attack we the attack there. I get let go and leave because fatigue started like same. But then nevertheless, I'm very resilient. I got Harry and Hen up there, and just like all them boy, I make I win and I want to win neither. So I believe, like I said, I got Smokes too, I got Valande. So every time I make one move and I see the distance and I can just ease up back, because like I said, I believe in the numbers, and if I have 1-2 teammates, it's better for we, And at the end of the day, it work out exactly enough for we favors. I weak up them by the bridge a little bit, and Smokes make a little more legs to the end, So Smokes up the secure the win for SPD again, for the 3rd time in 3 weeks. We're on the top podium, So kudos to that. Once again, thanks to everybody who support the race, the viewers, our sponsor, SPD Culture, and everybody else who support this thing. Give thanks again to all my family and friends, mother, my family back in San Pedro, my wife, my kids. Mass in Chicago, Mass, I know you enjoy this race today, man. A New York crowd, big up yourself, for always support same way too. The crowd, all everybody in Chicago as well too, and Mr. Donis, so give thanks again, big up. Thanks until another one, I don't know, the next race. But nevertheless, thanks again. Have a beautiful Sunday, everybody.
Okay, brother. So I'll get the interview with the winner of the CA, Mr. Hubert Johnson. Bye, Hubert. You wear a special jersey, UAE, that's the world champion, Tadej Pogacar team. Are you an extended family of the team UAE?
Big group, Yes, Donis. We had a good race today. Actually, but I got left from the break with the A and B, so I had to do a lot of work because I was trying to catch back with the main group of A and B. But when I was chasing most of the other guys, they weren't helping me, so I had to just back off and save my energy for down the stretch. Because we're a small group, I had to be constantly attacking, because many of these guys, they just want to sitting on and get a free ride. And sometimes they attack me down the stretch, and I said, no, I will do the attacking. Because there was even a point where at mile 12.5, one rider said to me, you take that station prize, and I thought that, well, I had the station prize. Next thing he attacked and he went for the prize. I said, well, okay, from here to the finish, I will do the attacking. So I just kept close and I won the next station prize, and I broke away from the crowd, And I came with, what's the name? One of those brothers. No, one of the brothers from Los Lagos. Fred Usher, yeah, Ricky Usher. He came along with me, but then he wasn't rotating with me, so I wasn't sure if he was trying to play an answer and knock me off at the sprint. So when we got at Burton Bridge, I attacked him from there down, and I came solo to the finish line. So it was a good race. Yeah, thank God that everything went well.
Thank you, Hubert. So thank you again, all you fans who tune in. Before I leave, I'd like to say a big thank you to the people bringing live into your living room. I want to big up Erdogan's Bike Shop Chicago and 3.14 Pies. You can reach him at 600-1522 or get him on WhatsApp or Facebook. I also want to thank each and every one of you fans who tune in, all sponsored who made this race possible, the official, the policeman, even the people on the traffic who are patient with the cyclists there. My beautiful family, last but not least, my beautiful wife. Thanks again to everyone. Have a blessed Sunday. Be safe. Go and enjoy the rice and beans. And until next race, we are out. Oh, my driver, Mr. Rick Castillo, have to big him up. So with that, we are out. Thanks again. Have a blessed Sunday.